Hey guys, welcome to 10 More Minutes. I'm Chris.
And I'm the guy who's going to take down names and maybe be here for the stream? I don't know.
It would be nice. I had 4.5 hours of sleep, maybe, so someone's here to help me out.
Yes. Usually I'm not here for the Death Canada streams, but Chris is like, I'm exhausted. I recorded with Mike.
I'm dying.
And you woke up like, hey, I know we couldn't record last week because you were busy, me being busy. So I'm like, all right, I'll hang out on the stream and answer some chat and kind of hang around.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I won't be here on every Thursday. But yeah, this is a special occasion. Plus, school's out, so.
What up, everybody? How's it going, Jack? How's it going, Twally? YouTube Hero, Blue, Calcorp.
Hey,
Miner just subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you, dude. 19
Miner.
month streak. Oh my god, 19 months. Has it really been that long? Holy Toledo. Alright, so we're playing Death Road to Canada Familiar Characters mode today.
Exactly, Sensei.
Pat!
Thanks,
you
Pat.
redeemed it! The pick me!
Guess we haven't read Pat on our team.
We're gonna have Pat on the team now. This is a new thing for the couch coins. You did it!
Nice.
So that means we start with Pat on our team. Where are you, Pat? There you are.
All out of comments.
So we got Leader Crazy Chris, we got Buddy Pat,
So
and
is
we're
this
gonna
a
do
new
game
Twitch
mode.
thing, everybody in chat, where you can reply to comments now?
It is, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say.
I think it's been a thing for like a month, maybe.
Okay, well, relatively
But
new.
yeah.
Because, I mean, you can do that on Discord, you can do that on a lot of different apps as well. I've never seen it with Twitch before.
Yeah,
So,
it looks a little different on our screen, too.
yeah, I'm sure.
Thank you guys for contributing to that second fanfic.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Let's hit the road. Pat, you and I, we're going places. To start the journey, let's go to a Walmart right off the bat.
That sounds way better than Walmart.
It does. Let's see. Pat, are you Kung Fu? Are you got crazy Kung Fu grip? Let's see. Mysterious past
Someone's
martial
been in
artist.
the Matrix.
Totally does.
Been able to reply for a long time, but it's finicky, and they've recently redid it. Okay, that makes sense because I do remember being able to at people on Twitch, Bullet.
And it
but
looks different on this screen too. On our
It
slop
looks,
screen.
yeah, it's different on Slops for sure. It has a little square with like 2 dot boxes to let us know that someone has replied to someone else.
5 sets of 7. Thank you for subbing.
I think 5 sets of 7.
Much appreciated, dude. With Prime Gaming, that helps us out a lot, man. Thank you. What is that? 11? That's 11 months for you. Kicking ass, smashing, fighting, and we're
I
back
know
into
we've
it.
entered June, and I'm still not ready for it. I still can't believe it's. I saw the dates like it's June 3rd. I'm like, it's June 3rd.
You're like, how?
How?
How is it June 3rd already?
I know I celebrated my birthday.
I don't even remember May.
Yeah, I know I celebrated my birthday last year, but it's a giant blur, and it's around June as well.
Your birthday hasn't come up yet. You already
Not
celebrated
yet.
it?
Well, both Mike and my birthday are within June, within a couple of weeks from now.
I need to order Mike a present. I need to figure something out.
Yeah.
He's coming up real soon.
He is coming up real soon.
He's close enough to the point where I'm like, ooh, I'm depending on if I get him, what I get him, like, I might have to figure out if shipping's gonna be fast enough or not.
That is always something that happens to me. I mean, my dad's birthday is around this time too, so even my brothers and I will start talking about like, oh, well, we got to get something for him. Maybe he's not watching these, so I don't have to worry about it. But maybe like some nice coffee maker or something like that.
Yeah, you want to get him like an AeroPress or something?
Well,
There's nothing in here.
He retired recently, so he's been enjoying that retired life, and he's very much like me. He always has projects. He's always working on stuff. But when he was
nice, Jay got the second dose.
Hey, nice, Jay. That's congratulations. Yeah, if anyone wants to get doses and you're in America, especially if you're in California, they're pretty much everywhere. I've been telling even my students that yes, they need permission because they're 12 to 15. They have to get permission from an adult of 18 years or older to go get their vaccine. But yeah, it's pretty much available anywhere.
Yeah.
If you haven't gotten it, please go do.
This one's for you, Jay.
Yeah.
It's nearly time to camp, but who should stay up and watch? We're gonna. Ooh, fuck.
Pat probably wants to watch it.
It's nearly time to camp, but there has
Looks
been a
like
lot
a
of
silent
signs of
movie.
bandits today. Someone needs to be awake in case of an attack. Who should stay up and watch? I hate this because it's like
You don't know. It could be anybody, and they could die.
Well, no, it's gonna make them tired. I'm gonna put it on you, Pat.
So that big old cheer, Sente. That's
Damn,
a lot of
Sente,
hearts.
dropping them all in. Look at that jar.
I don't know how many
Filling
hearts
up.
that is. That's a lot,
Oh,
though.
that's a lot of hearts.
And probably over
That's a damn full jar.
5 hearts. At least 5.
Oh my god.
That's a link's worth of hearts.
That's 50 hearts. Damn, thank you, Sensei.
Appreciate that.
You rule. Pat stands guard for the night. She manages to stay awake, but feels pretty bad in the morning. You and I are about the same then right now, Pat. I feel fucking loopy. Pat's loyalty is revealed.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I'm tired as well, but not in the same tired that you are. I was that kind of tired last night.
Heck darn it contributed to the second fanfic, and so did 5 Sets of 7. We are getting there, gang.
Thanks, everybody.
That second fanfic is written by
YouTube
Jack
Hero
Allen.
also contributed 1,500.
Ooh, thank you, dude.
The second fanfic.
I think it's 75,000 total couch coins in
That's
order to
a
get us
lot.
to read it. The hearts pulse, yes they do. It's so awesome. Let's go to the help banner. We'll give Pat a flashlight in case it gets dark.
Nice.
But I think I got 3 whole bullets in that gun. Not
Go
that
for
much.
it.
Yeah, the hearts are animated. It's really cool.
Neat.
Kind of like the corgis sometimes disappear for some reason.
Yeah. We were thinking of coffee to go back to the story.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, it's
you're
fine.
gonna get your dad a
We would like
coffee
potential
maker?
coffee maker because now that he's retired, he'll actually take the time instead of using just a regular old K cup and just like or Insta coffee. And there's nothing wrong with that. I kind of like diner coffee. And
If you
Insta
like,
coffee.
yeah, diner
Like,
coffee
they're fine.
or something, yeah.
But now that he's retired and he actually has the time to work out and like he's lost a bunch of weight
That's
and all this
good.
stuff, so like he's really taken to it like, oh, we could actually finally get him something because as my brother put it, I bought you all this nice coffee, Dad, years ago, and you never fucking did anything with it. It's like, well, yeah, he was busy. He had to do Insta coffee because he just had to get going.
He's Russian.
Yeah, just rushing. And now that actually is the time to finally slow down at his age, like, oh,
That's cool.
Can enjoy
Pat
the
dropping in the
finer
snowmacorns.
things.
Thank you, Pat.
thank you for the cheer, Pat.
I like the animation on the snowmacorns too. Those
Yeah,
guys
that
are
one's
cool.
nice as well.
Oh god, the whole closet. Stop it. I hate when you walk into a closet and there's a zombie in there and he just starts attacking you and you can't do anything barely. Pat? Oh, there she is. I'm like, why are you stuck in the building?
There's somewhere.
40 bits from Pat, thank you.
Soon you will read my stupid lost episode, Creepy Lasagna. YouTube here replies, well, now I want to contribute more. I kind of want to contribute more, too.
You can only contribute 2,000 per stream.
Ooh.
So there's a limit on it. That way somebody can't just dump 75,000. It's like, community challenge is over. It's like,
Those make the best kind of fanfics, though, is the stupid ones.
This one's written by Jack.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate it, Jack.
I haven't read it, so I don't know what
I
it's
haven't
about.
read anything. I haven't read anything in a long time.
I made sure I didn't read it yet so we can make it a big community thing.
I'm too busy mispronouncing names in the Final Fantasy 14 patch.
There we go.
Dorito, Dorada,
Dorada.
Daruda Sandstorm,
Is that like
Delariada.
Papalito or whatever her name is from Nier? Papalava and Dopalava
So,
or whatever?
a friend of ours recently played it. They were a white mage in our static way back when you played as well, because they recently rejoined and they've been playing for the last year
Final
or so.
Fantasy 14?
Final Fantasy 14. And one thing that they brought up is, I think we've mispronounced it too, but
Jules.
Oh, hey, Jules. Near, is it?
Automata?
It's Automata.
Near Automata?
Yeah, but I think. I don't think that's the right way to pronounce it.
There's Automata, and
Automata,
then there's
yeah.
Automata, and
Automata,
then there's,
Automata. Yeah, oh my god, there's so many things. Yeah, they were bringing up that exact thing of, you mispronounced words, and it brought me back to a story of my younger brother saying, you really screwed me up when we played Final Fantasy 11 together. I just took your word, word for it. You were the older brother, and then you just mispronounced everything. And for years, I continued to mispronounce it just like you. I was like, yeah,
Sigil
my
and
bad.
Sigil.
Sigil,
There you
Galka, which should be just like Galka.
Yeah, Galka. Galka.
Because I will add letters and flip letters, and just my brain does that. It's not me doing it on
Mike
purpose.
does that too.
Yeah, I can get by way better than most people, and usually it's not too big of a deal.
Near a tower.
Yeah, near a tower.
Near onomatopoeia.
Those are good.
I like this. Guys, do we get group mechanic training from Jules, or do we get group strength training? Let's get a poll out on this one. If we can get a pollster out there. Blue, you got the polls for today? Homeboy?
Yeah, hopefully we can get a poll going. But I flip
I would
words
appreciate that.
constantly. It's infuriating sometimes.
Oh.
It's usually just one letter too.
Mako and Mako. Yep. Yep.
Mako's never tripped me up. I think as I heard it earlier, but
Well, that's the thing too. Like if you hear it, then you kind of know. But if you don't ever, like in video games before they had voice acting or anything like that, you're like, how the fuck is that pronounced?
Yeah, and there's no phonetics either to give you a little bit of a clue too.
Like the game Disgaea.
Disgaea is how I've always heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Or regen, like regeneration for when you get casted as a status effect. I always called it regen.
Yeah, because I mean, how would you know?
Or Regan.
Kiraga, like what are you gonna call? One of our friends.
Kiraga?
Yeah, I always got Chocobo right, but I've heard Chocobo or like Chocobo. Like there's a couple.
Oh god, Chocobo sounds kind of cool, but
Chocobo sounds cool.
Chocobo.
Yeah, like Chocobo. Like that's usually. I think it's because like chocolate is close enough. So like
Arceus.
Here we go.
I think it's just straight up Arceus, right?
I think it's just Arceus. Yeah.
Arceus.
Arceus.
The group gets all sorts of secret strength tips from Jules. The training ends and Jules departs. Pat's strength increases. Chris's strength increases.
What gets crazy is when it's monosyllabic
We strong, Pat.
words where there isn't extra syllables, I believe, or it's vowels to like overemphasize stuff. Like especially in Vietnamese names, I believe it is.
Crazy
Or is it
Chris makes mistakes
Korean
while
last
scouting
names?
a town. Gets cornered by a large group of zombies while unarmed. He is trapped in an alley. At the end of the alley is heavy garbage and a large fence. Do we use the parkour abilities or do we throw garbage?
Oh wait, they changed it from RCS instead of ARC-ES
ES?
because they didn't want to sound like arse. I mean, I've heard arse before because that's an Australian word for ass, right?
Yeah.
Because there was a character in Chrono Cross that would use arse all the time.
Kick in your arse.
Yeah.
We might have to hardcore parkour. We'll see what the poll says. Toss garbage. Throw garbage or use parkour. Parkour is always always the fucking answer. Although throw garbage might be better set to my skills.
Probably.
My parkour skills are pretty fucky. Kokobo? Oh, that's another thing that fucks me up too. Like
Kokomo?
cocoa, cacao, coca. How do you
Coca
pronounce
latte?
the C-O-C-O-A? Coca?
Oh.
Cacao?
Coca, I guess. Because you
Oh,
say
man, it's
cocoa,
50-50.
cacao. I'm not sure.
Let's do hardcore parkour.
But Chris is saying when they add the A to the end of it, do you just say cocoa and just leave the A silent?
Yeah, is
it's
it
not
just
C-O.
cocoa?
Yeah, because not C-O-C like
It's
O.
C-O-C-O-A.
Yeah, C-O-C-O-A is what we're talking about, not C-O-C-O. Okay, it is, Pat. I'm gonna trust you on that, Pat.
Yeah, you know better than me. Silent A.
Silent letters. Oh my god. I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, English is so crazy.
What the hell? The group finds a picnic site with tables laid out. There's a lot of food lying around, a portion of which is still good. 8 food. This was a company retreat with coals set up for people to walk on to build morale and trust with each other, or some such nonsense. They could still be lit up. Who should walk on burning coals? I've never seen this one before. Trust building exercise. Walk on to build morale and trust with each other, or such nonsense.
That's interesting, minor.
Just leave this place,
C-A-C-A-O
Chris,
is what it
okay.
truly is, but
cacao.
C-O-A is a misspelling. Interesting.
Yeah, because C-A-C-A-O is cacao.
Yeah,
which is what the plant is?
Yeah, because Sente's right. It's adopted from another language, which is why it makes it so confusing.
What is it?
Well, also, 5, 6, to 7. From what I've heard,
Spanish?
English actually has some origins, also like different words from
Oh hell yeah! There's
Africa
there's
as well.
Germanic
yeah.
ones, yeah. And then we there's a whole ton of.
There's
different...
like a small umbrella of it, but we've also taken so many other words and thrown them into English as well. It's not English is like the not monolith. It's like the culmination of so many different languages all just bundled into one.
Oh yeah, melting pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably Pat should be the one to go and do this one. Hey, Pat time.
Yeah, let's have Pat do it.
Oh, Pat nearly instantly trips and hits the burning coals face first. Pat is hurt. This experience toughens up her skin and also humiliates her. No, Pat.
YouTube Hero says Chris might have low loyalty
On the
character
on
game,
on the stats, but we don't know until we end up clicking through it. Morale increases, morale decreases. Oh boy, that's not good.
The
We
more
need to
you
get Pal's
learn
morale up.
about English, the more you realize that, especially when we were growing up, they would say, "Oh, it's Latin, German," and I think they said a little bit of Spanish for the most part. But as we've gotten older, I'm guessing this is a big deal.
Is this the fucking third game in a row that Jay has showed up?
Oh, hey, Jay Diggity. But is it the real Jay Diggity?
It is.
Are we
This
sure
is
not
the
to
third
duplicate?
game in a row that Jay has showed up in camp. Well, we'll let the poll decide. Do we take him or do we leave him? We're gonna leave him for right now while we check out the rest of the.
Are those all different characters that we can take with us?
No, just the one that's near the car with
Hi,
us.
I'm Tommy. Don't you know me?
Yeah,
Wait,
fucking know me.
I saw. Oh, Link's here.
Yep. Crew meets a strange, menacing figure. He or she is wearing a mask and a robe. I said Axis, just Axis. Yeah. I can tell him to cool it, which means that I'm a
Leave
jerk.
it be.
Oh, I really like the pole arm. The tactical spear is really good. I might get it. Bandits still suck. Yes, they do.
I do want chocolate. I got one
Chocolate?
chocolate cookie, everybody, and I felt like the
Chocolate?
character from SpongeBob. Chocolate? I could just go over to the Safeway and buy 24 cookies.
We're taking Jay again? All right, gang. Oops. Thought I clicked to the right, and then I clicked X and it didn't go through. Jay's glad to be back. We got Jay on the
Welcome
team.
back, Jay.
I think I'm going to buy a tactical spear.
Hey,
Jay
Taco
can
Lover.
rob the trader. He's a jerk.
Rob it. Do it.
Oh, I think we can have a chance to get our ass kicked. Let's try it. Let's just buy a tactical spear. I'm gonna take it.
Oh man, I had one chocolate cookie as I
Wait,
sent
did
me
we
down
not
a
get it?
rabbit hole.
I
Taco
didn't
Lover.
even read the thing.
I think so.
Or is it in the back of the car?
Might be in the back
Did we
of the
already
car.
put it in the trunk?
It's
Yeah,
in
we
the
put
back
it in the
of the
trunk. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna give Jay. Jay is a bandit and ex-wrestler. We'll give Jay the pipe. And then I'll take that.
You got chocolate truffles 5 sets, but they were so melted they squirted in your mouth.
Oops, there we go.
That's got to be a weird feeling.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
You got that chocolate squirt?
Gross.
There we go. That should be good. Right there.
It was all too much of a reminder that, oh yeah, this is why I don't buy sweets, because I just have no self-control.
Mm-hmm.
I literally don't. Someone's like, hey, there's chocolate here and you can eat it.
Chocolate?
Well, that's going to be gone in about 2 hours.
Hey, it's Lily. Whoa, it's Lily.
Hey, Lily.
It's nice to see a familiar face. She's sitting in a park reading a book. Guys, gals, do we take Lily
Or do we leave her
leave Lily
behind?
behind? Let's get a poll for that one, please. Delicious cherry flavored water. Emil
Also,
Otterbart,
armor.
subscribe to Tier 1. Emil, thank you.
Thank you, Emil.
rule. Destroy that jar. Fucking send stuff flying.
Are you an otter bard, so you're a bard that's an otter, or an otter that's a bard?
It's both.
Oh. Interesting.
It's a both situation.
That better be in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, because I want to see it.
Oh, I would love to see like
Just
an
an
actual
animal,
otter
yeah.
bard. Have you heard them scream?
No.
Otters make crazy sounds when they fucking like argue and yell at each other. Oh my god, it's insane.
No, I've never seen it. Who voted no flowers?
No flowers. We're recruiting Lily, 90%. The group accepts lovely Lily to the team. Joins the team on way to Canada.
Let's go.
We've got a full team. Holy shit, this is super fast. Man, I'm so used to just having 1 or 2 people. What's
There's no
interesting?
escape.
Ask us anything. Minor says, what interesting things have happened in your D&D games lately?
I mean, I could talk about that while you're trapped in.
Sure, we got to go kill all these things. Let's.
Well-
Well, Lily's kind of stuck with a.
Recently,
Just a
we were on a
mob.
campaign for about the last year, and this is the campaign that we play. Kevin, who all of you know from Death Road to Canada, because he's a son of a gut,
Yes, he is.
and he managed to somehow make it to Canada.
Sure.
Fucking Kevin.
Every time.
Kevin's character about a year ago was killed in our D&D campaign. So we've been spending the last year in real time trying to revive him. So a couple sessions ago, we were able to finally get him back. While he played a new character.
He played a little secondary character.
Yeah, he played a secondary
druid.
character, a druid.
Did this siege break? Why is there only
know.
1 or 2 zombies? They're all gonna rush in now.
Yeah.
Wonder if I hang out the back, does it just
So,
not
you
spawn
know,
them?
we just jammed him into
No.
a giant vat of Baba Yaga's stew mix and then poured maple syrup on him, and he somehow revived. He was delicious and sticky.
Yup.
Just the way he likes it.
We got that new Tasha's
Book of
Cauldron
things of everything.
Yeah, I forget the Tasha's book name.
Something Tasha's book. It's the brand new D&D book that came out within the last year in terms of like, hey, here's a bunch of new stuff. Here's a
there's-
bunch of new abilities.
There's like the Baba Yaga's Cauldron item in there. And that's where I figured out how to do that.
Yeah,
I was like,
so-
okay, that'll work out.
we did that.
Everybody grab some bread. Pat probably won't because she does martial arts. Let's go.
This crazy guy set me on fire, and then I set him on fire, and then he tried to set a tree on fire. It was all really bad. And then he flew away on a giant horse and was just like, "Ha, bitches, I'm out of here."
It was crazy. The group feels inspired after managing to survive that situation. They feel like they are getting the hang of this. Choose a reward for the group. Morale and random skill gain. Morale and 1 health healed. Shooting. Or Jay gets full heal. But I mean, Jay's already at full heal, so probably not that one, gang. Probably not any of the ones that involve any healing, considering we were already at full health. But let's get a poll for this one.
Wrestler
I would
info?
appreciate if you guys chose number 1 or number 3, but it's up to you.
Oh, wrestlers can pick up down zombies.
Yeah, Jay's character
then throw a
has an
slam.
ex-wrestler trait or a stat, I think it is.
That's cool.
So his character can.
Tasha's Cauldron
but
of Everything.
Here's
Thank
the
you,
thing
Minor.
for that. The AI doesn't do it.
That's lame.
So we can't really get the best out of Jay's stat unless I'm playing as him.
Jay Diggity says he needs a full heal. I think you're fine. I think that bleeding arm will be okay. It won't get
You have
infected.
full health, Jay.
Jay, no.
Morale and skill, 50%. Thank you, guys.
Is
Thank
Jay
you.
No related to J Lo?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Got it.
Every day is a great teacher as long as you don't get eaten. Morale increased for me. Pat's morale increased. Nice, we needed that. Fitness increased from to Pat's strength increased. Pat's gonna be a motherfucker. Pat's gonna be ripping fucking zombies in half.
From angry to sad.
Yeah. Nice. Hell yeah. This is working out. We got an incredible team.
I don't
He's just
understand
Jay,
any of
he's
this,
50
but
bits.
sure.
Well, thank you for dropping those in, despite the fact that it didn't work out, Jay.
At least you tried.
Let's go to sleep. We're not going to get tired from this, so we're just gonna go to sleep. Because
Perfect.
playing this game while sleepy absolutely destroys the chance of any good happening.
Yeah. Ooh, get 45 gas.
No, Pat. He actually used 50 bits. You used 500 channel points. That's why he was mad that the poll didn't go his way, because he threw bits into it. And it's like, I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Appreciate
but it
it.
still
Yeah.
tied it up. Well,
It's like
I guess it didn't
a
tie it up. It was only 50%, but still.
True.
The group finds an isolated car garage. The sign says Master Tutors. They find some gas and lots of spare parts in good condition. We got gas. What's our... Ooh, we need to repair our car.
Yeah.
Wait, what's our food like? We only have 2 food?
I would go
We
car.
just drive away.
You're gonna drive
We
away,
gotta
but
drive
wouldn't
away.
it give you car repair and tune-up?
No, because then we spend time staying here. We spend days, and that eats away our food,
Oh.
which will not work out well for us. What was the poll?
One time I punched a zombie so hard it exploded. I don't believe it, you diggity. You're a phony. Just slaps him in the face. Ow!
Feek's car. I didn't know you were gonna do a poll on that one.
You been playing
While
Hades
driving on the
again?
death road to Canada, the group decides to make a stop for supplies. Let's go to Prepper Cabin. Yeah, let's do the Prepper Cabin.
Hades is good. Solid game.
Yeah, one
My
day I'll
hand
play
still
it.
hasn't recovered from playing that game.
Oh god, was it because of the thumbs?
Yeah, play on the Switch.
The whole field, and we fucking hit the one zombie.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
This is a food run?
This is a run where we go into a prepper cabin.
Oh, I thought
Lots
it was
of
like a Taco
zombos
Bell
up in
run.
here. It would be nice if we can go get some Taco. Some
never again.
Taco Bell.
Never
My mom was trying to do the sly thing. I took my sister to get her second dose.
Yeah.
And then her mom was like, "Hey, I'll just pick her up at the house. That way you don't have to drive her back to my house." And I was like, "Oh, that would save me some gas. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that." And so she comes by, and then she was like, "Hey, I'm kind of hungry. I'm gonna go get some Taco Bell for me. What's good? I haven't been in forever." So I told her, I was like, "Oh, the chicken quesadilla is good. Tacos are good.
Oh, no chicken quesadilla. No, never again.
You know, that type of stuff." And she comes back and she goes, "Well, you said you like chicken quesadilla, so she brought me 2." I'm like, "I didn't say for me. Like, I do appreciate it, but don't buy me fast food." Stop
Yeah,
it.
it's like
I
me
can't get
buying
away from
cookies. That's the reason why I don't buy them. I can't eat them, but they offered me a free cookie when I went
I
to.
love that Pat has a fucking log as a
Yeah.
weapon.
But if I'm offered a free cookie, I can't say no because when I went to
Oh my god, car, please.
Mr. Pickles,
Car.
they're like, "Hey, would you like a free cookie?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I want
Car.
a free cookie. Why would I ever say no to a cookie?"
Car, thank
Start.
you. God. I didn't think that thing was ever gonna start. Bring it to your place. So what I did was I put it in the fridge. I put it in the fridge, and then when I got hungry later, I fried it up in a little pan so it got all crispy and stuff. Fucking
Last
car
time I
did
had a
not
chicken
wanna
quesadilla
start.
from there, I got food poisoning. Fun times.
What?
Right before the pandemic. I
Oh
should
God,
have
I
known
gotta
everything
pause
was
this.
going wrong.
This place is on fire. Just to
not
answer
bad.
this, ask us anything. Miner asks, I'm turning this question 360 degrees. I don't think that's how that works. What question do you want to ask me? Ooh.
How'd you come up with the name Miner 49er? Like 201.
I mean, I know the answer, but
I don't know the answer.
But that's a good question. Nomi, what are you doing here? To know me.
That ninja's just gone. Yes, YouTube hero.
Ooh,
It
a
is
battle
gone.
rodent. No, we're already at 4 people. I don't think we can get the battle rodent.
Seems like they got a lot of effigies going around here.
I do believe that's the case, Jay and Sente. I'm having a fire sale. Absolutely, everything must go.
Scooby. I do like Scooby-Doo.
Resist hot deals, 60 gas for 3
But
food.
I'm away from Miner to give me an
Sturdy
explanation.
machete. Ultimate log.
Logs are pretty
We
good.
only have 10 food. We can't afford it.
Successfully added. Quote number 2 from Blue Lip. Thanks, Blue Lip.
Let's get the 60 gas for 3 food.
I'm not sure what we quoted or what got quoted, but
What got quoted? What was it?
smart idea, Miner. Wait, what happened?
What was the quote number 2? Start the car.
Fire
Let's get
sale.
up on out of here.
Yeah, fire sale. Everything's on fire.
Everything's
Don't worry
on
about
fire.
it.
It's the hottest deals in town.
How are you gonna get it? You're gonna have to go through the fire to get it. That's what's a fire sale.
Was that what it was, Miner? Yes or no?
Oh, might have been.
No, I don't know the answer. Bye, Sam. Death Road to Canada, 6/4/21. Why
I don't
did
know the
stream?
answer.
Wait, is today the 3rd or the 4th? Today's the 3rd.
Yeah.
Why does it think it's the 4th?
I don't know. But I was in the 4th grade and was learning about the gold rush at the same time I had my mom buy Minecraft for me. Miner. Unfortunately, I've been followed by the It's from Scooby-Doo since then. See, I would have gone with the 49ers as a sports team because they're a football team, but I know you're not really into sports that much, Miner. So I assumed there was a more interesting
Good
thing
point,
behind
Blue.
it.
Oh boy, let's get a poll for this one. The group finds a gas station far off the main road. Someone has looted the store.
Streamlabs is in Europe?
And there's no zombies in sight. Well, they think it's tomorrow,
Yeah, that's interesting.
according to Streamlabs, so they're probably in Europe. They're at least past the midnight point for whatever time zone.
Okay.
Do we leave the pump alone? Does Jay
Everyone
attempt to
else
fix the
dies.
pump? Or do I crawl into the motherfucking tank and die? No, the quotes are cool. You know, I'd
I like
rather
the
you
quotes.
guys use the quotes instead of not use the quotes, right?
Yeah, I mean, why? I mean, I don't know what they do or where they go, but
They
that's-
just go on here and then people can ask randomly for a
Okay.
quote and type in quote and it'll
That's
give
cool.
a random one to them.
I like that.
So for some out of context silliness, like Jack just did. Oh God, leave pump or Chrissy crawl TM.
No one expects the 4th grade gold rush. I mean, I remember studying, being from California as well. I remember studying the gold rush when we were in 4th grade.
Volunteered to climb into the tank. Yeah, I discovered that climbing into the tank is completely exhausting. Get into the tank and I'm injured on the way. Getting out is another matter. Morale decreases and I'm hurt.
That's too bad. The car has
Damn
seen
you
better
guys.
days.
Yeah, that car's about to die.
Yeah, that
We're
car's
about to hit some hefty times. Yep, the car's broken down from use and abuse and won't start up again. Abandon the car, attempt to fix the car, or punch the car. Punching the car might work. We don't know my strength yet.
I mean, yeah, that checks out, Miner. One thing that it's a tangent more so, and I'm gonna bring it around to art because I always do. People always relate something to something that they know, and that can be not just art, but it's happened with, oh, this character looks like some other character. It's like, well, yeah, and I've gone with that and gone, yeah, I mean, that's cool. You looks like a character that you think looks cool.
Taco,
I'm
that's
done with
not
that.
how Ask Us Anything works. It has to be a question.
You can ask us an actual
What up,
question. though.
Scarecrow?
Hey, Scarecrow.
That's a command, not a question. Exactly.
Oh, I think Taco wants us to do the same thing Miner
I know,
wants
but
to
that's
do.
not a question. He used an Asked Us Anything for it.
No, at the other sense.
No, I
Ask
get
me a
it, but it's
question
still
that
not
you
a
find
question.
worthy. Okay, yes, it's technically not a question. Okay, Taco Lover, I'm not going to ask you the same question as why you came up with your name, but what is your favorite taco?
Oh,
or
God, we're gonna punch.
What is your favorite ingredients in a taco?
Crazy Chris opens the car's hood and starts punching. He's surprised as anyone when the engine roars to life. Car doesn't make it that far down the road before some part that got punched catches fire. Car is destroyed. My strength is revealed. I punched a car to death.
Ooh, I really do
fine,
like Blue
Scarecrow.
Lip, that new version of the emote.
I'm
That's
glad you're
great.
here now. Oh yeah, those are the new Better TV, Better Twitch TV emotes that we dropped in there.
No, Taco, Chris was just making fun of you because it was technically not a question what you were asking in the sense of like grammatical. But I mean, you can ask us about favorite Batman villain. For mine, it'd be
It's not much of an ask us anything if it's
Yeah.
not a question.
the Riddler. But I knew what you meant because Miner asked that you wanted us to ask you a question. Taco is
Oh
what the
my
whole
God.
thing was.
Jay.
Yeah. Taco, what's your favorite ingredients in a taco? Is
Favorite
sour
ingredient
cream.
is sour cream. Ugh.
I don't mind sour cream in certain tacos, but usually not my favorite thing. Okay, what's your favorite Taco Bell taco then? Because that's a nice generic taco question.
Oh my God.
I
Fitness
always
is
like the
terrible
double
right
decker,
now.
and I know that before anyone says anything,
Is the double decker
Yes.
a taco? It's just a taco and a taco, ain't it?
yeah, pretty much. But I always like that.
Cheesy gordita crunch.
That was a good one.
That's still good. It's not even
Yeah.
on the menu to my to my knowledge.
Cheesy gordita crunch is pretty
But
good. Yeah.
they do still honor that they have them.
Before anyone says anything, like, well, Taco Bell's not, Mexican. It's like I'm just
We
saying.
didn't say we didn't say Mexican.
We're
We said
just saying
tacos.
tacos. And technically, it is a taco. Is it a traditional sense taco? No.
Street tacos.
But hey, like when I hear people say pop punk isn't punk, the word punk is still in there. Therefore, it's still some form of punk. Just like that's some form of a taco.
And it still is a taco. It's just not traditional.
Yeah, it's just not traditional.
Ha ha ha! We got
The
inside.
Dorito Locos taco, that's pretty good. I didn't mind those, but they always fell apart.
Which one was the Dorito Locos taco?
Mike brought
It's just
them over one
Doritos?
time. It's just a Dorito taco, basically.
Okay, so I would have to say then the good one there has to be the frickin' the nacho one.
Yeah, and the nacho one's
Not the
better
Cool
than
Ranch.
the Cool Ranch wasn't
Fuck
that good.
Cool Ranch.
I like Cool
We're getting
Ranch,
outta here.
but I don't really like the Cool Ranch taco. I think the nacho cheese one went way better, and like the spicy nacho cheese.
Oh my God, is everybody? There we go.
The problem is whenever you get those, I mean, Mike occasionally would bring over Taco Bell sometimes after, before they would record.
He's completely stopped, which is nice.
Which is nice. I kind of miss it. But also at the same time, I don't want him to bring it because it's like, oh, this is really bad for me, Mike. I shouldn't be just having tacos all the time. Because he would bring like...
Oh, Mike would bring like the taco 12 pack, but he'd buy 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's
and
like,
then
Mike, we can't eat fucking 24 tacos.
We'd be left with so many tacos. It'd be one thing if he's like, I bought I bought a taco pack. And here you go. It's like, okay, that's not that
All
bad.
3 of us get
For all 3 of
24
us.
tacos.
But it's like, yeah, it's like, oh man, like, no, like, that's too much.
Too many tacos.
If you brought one taco pack, I'd be like, oh, that's a nice treat.
Then he would guilt trip me. He'd be
Yeah.
like, man, we gotta eat these. I bought them. I'm like, I didn't fucking tell you to buy them.
And then I get guilt tripped because like I'd walk out about to go
They'd be
to
all
bed
soft
and be like,
and falling apart.
yeah, he's like, Sam, you want this Jack in the Box tacos? I'm like, I really don't, Mike. And you'd be like, you have to help me out. Then I have to eat this if you don't eat any of them. I'm like, all right, give me one of those Jack in the Box burgers or whatever.
I like the Jack in the Box tacos. Yeah, that was another thing Mike used to do. You get the fucking burgers and he'd get like a dozen burgers. I'm like, Mike, we can't eat a dozen burgers. That's like 4 burgers a person.
Just not here. No human
What the
here
fuck?
can eat that many. Well, I mean, we could, but we should.
I'd have 2 or 3 and be like, dude, I don't want to waste your money, so I'll have
Yeah.
some. But holy fuck, man.
Okay, this may be
He's
a
cooled
stupid
down.
question.
He's
He
cooled
has
down.
cooled down. But does Taco Bell only have tacos and other Mexican food? I mean, people...
I don't know if I'd call it Mexican
I wouldn't
food,
call
but
it
you get the
Mexican
idea.
food.
If you don't have a
Yeah.
Taco Bell, then imagine Mexican food,
It's
but Americanized
inspired,
and
yeah.
fast food-y.
It's a fast food version of like Mexican food. Yeah.
They got tacos, they got nachos, they got burritos, they got quesadillas.
We only say that being from California, we have a lot of like authentic taquerias and stuff.
We got really fucking good shit out here.
Yeah, and and that doesn't mean it's just California.
No. I'm just
But-
saying from what we have.
Yeah, Taco Bell has like burritos and tacos in that regard, but then they also have a bunch of random things.
Its
as well.
quality is in accordance with its price.
Exactly, yeah.
You go to Taco Bell with fucking $10 and come out with the size of a bag the size of a Thanksgiving turkey filled
Yeah.
with food. People are like, well, it's not good food. It's like, yeah, but that's the point. It's cheap, it's accessible, it's easy.
It tastes good, but yeah, it's not good food.
For instance, it's not Mexican food. The cheesy gordita crunch is a taco, but it's in like a flatbread, almost like a pita, kind of like wrap around the outside of it. It's like they folded up a circular pita bread or a flatbread, put cheese in the middle, and then folded it around a taco, so you get kind of like a soft and crunchy and cheesy.
The last time I went to Taco Bell, which was honestly at least a year ago.
Oh, Chipotle rocks. Jen just got Chipotle and fucking threw out a quarter of a burrito, and I was so mad at her.
Why? You can eat it later.
It was fucking no. She kept it in the fridge for like 2 days, but still,
you can still eat it later.
It was a barbacoa one too. I was like, nah.
It's still good after 2 days.
I like Chipotle. She doesn't like Chipotle, so she was like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm like,
give it to me.
No, I know. I was like, I love fucking Chipotle.
Like, you would have definitely ate it. Oh, I hate when people waste food like that.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. It's like, you can just save it for later. I mean, I'm a leftovers kid.
Open it up. Eat it with some chips or something.
Yeah. Who cares? It's
she
still
threw
food.
it away. I was like, I would have eaten it. Why would you do that?
Oh, Jen.
Why?
Jen would do that.
Oh, God. There we go. Let's see. Let's get some pipe bombs. Ooh, Pat found the katana. Oh, and I guess
heck, I even like a good burrito, even as cold, still tastes good.
Chipotle is just it's
higher. It's like it's a little more authentic, but I still wouldn't say authentic.
Yeah, imagine like a Subway where you can pick each item as you're trying to make your burrito or quesadilla or burrito bowl or anything like that. Oh my God,
it's more authentic in spirit to what Mexican food is.
They've got cilantro lime rice, and they've got barbacoa, and they've got chicken and steak, and
it's not like a mom and pop taqueria, but it's the fast food chain version.
I think it's higher quality than most things.
Oh yeah,
other than
it's good.
Direct taquerias.
Dude, I
and
like
stuff
Chipotle.
like that.
But
I know it's a big deal that a lot of people are like, oh well, Chipotle, I get sick every time I eat it, and I'm like, well, then you just got a baby tummy. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that.
I've had Chipotle a bunch, and
I think it's cool. I think it's
high quality.
Now I know a lot of people a while ago were getting like salmonella poisoning or some shit from it.
Yeah, I mean that.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Doesn't Pat need a weapon?
No libel. Huh?
Doesn't Pat need a weapon that you could have picked up right there?
Pat needs to pick up the weapon. I mean, I can hand her something.
Yeah.
But Pat's a kung fu master. She punches shit.
Never mind then.
But yeah, generally the AI will pick up their own weapons and stuff like that if they need to.
Hey, glad you got your internet back, LJ.
Nice.
I genuinely like Chipotle.
Oh yeah, were people getting sick from the lettuce? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's more of a distributor thing.
That's definitely more a distributor thing. It's not a whole thing.
Yeah.
But Chipotle also tastes...
Not to excuse it. Definitely not.
They make it different than taquerias, though. So, like, it's a different version. Like, and I kind of like their burritos and how they make them. Like, it's good. I would never be like, oh, you want to go Chipotle? It's like, no, I want to go Chipotle.
I'd hella go to Chipotle.
Take me to Chipotle. I'll go. I thought about getting Chipotle the other day.
I love Chipotle. I haven't had it in forever. You know what I really think I love it for is only because they always have the Chipotle Tabasco sauce. I fucking love Chipotle's
Tabasco sauce.
Tabasco's Chipotle sauce. It's so good. It's so smoky.
I just like the, even when you go to Subway, sometimes all the stuff isn't as fresh. At least all the Chipotles that I've gone to that are in our area seem to do a really good job of, like, they have chefs there, they're cooking stuff.
It might be California standards.
And maybe it's just
being
California
higher,
standards, maybe.
Or requirements or something. I've never gotten food poisoning. No, I guess I can't say that. I've never gotten food poisoning from fast food. Mike has gotten a ton of it, and so has Sam.
I've only gotten it once.
So maybe I've got the iron stomach.
You do have an iron stomach.
Or maybe I just get lucky. I don't know.
I know that I don't have a great stomach, like that can't stand a ton, but yeah, I've only had food poisoning once in my life, and that was after I helped my brother move, and he had left a Taco Bell chicken quesadilla out for a little long. I was like,
oh, that's right. You did. Yeah, you
My
said,
mom's like, I don't know if it's still that good. I was like, well, I'm kind of hungry. I had one slice of the Taco Bell pizza, and about an hour later after I got home, came right back up. It's just like...
Only an hour, though? Like, is that enough for it to even start digesting?
Food poisoning,
to, like, really get food poisoning from
if your stomach, like, I didn't throw anything else up, and that was, like, the only thing in my stomach, so I threw that up.
I thought you don't get food poisoning until, like, 2-3 hours after you eat it, because it has to start digesting, and then your stomach,
it could have been almost 2 hours. I think it also depends on how, like, finicky your stomach is, too. It probably varies from person to person, and I have a very... finicky stomach. Yeah, and it might have been like almost 2 hours, but I came home, I was like, I'm feeling all right, and I was sitting in my room, I was like, oh no.
I don't think there's anything else. There's nothing
then
else
I rushed to the bathroom. I think you guys were watching a movie at a time, and I was just on my phone texting my mom, don't Dad,
Don't eat the quesadilla.
don't let him eat the
You'll
quesadilla.
fucking die.
She's like, oh no, was there food poisoning? Yep, don't do it. He'll throw it up. I didn't want my dad to get sick.
Hey, Jack got the better TTV stuff to work.
Does KFC have pizzas now? Says YouTube here to 5
Fucking
sets of
what?
7. Jeez,
I mean,
why?
they might have a KFC and Pizza Hut.
The Colonel needs
combined?
to expand his herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Like the bastard that he is.
The group finds an inn open for business. The
What
owner
a
wrings her
whore
hands.
that Colonel is.
Give me 10 food and I'll watch over you while you sleep.
She's
Okay,
super fucking creepy.
if we're talking pizza, I still don't know why people go to Domino's over Little Caesars. I feel like when you get cheap pizza, Little Caesars is the way to go, and then after that, you may as well just get like higher tier quality pizza. I've never felt like Domino's is high enough for me to want to just go strictly to
I
Domino's.
mean, I'm good with all of them.
I don't hate Domino's, and pizza's pizza. Other than pizza, pizza's gross. I don't know if that's even pizza.
I mean,
It's just,
I like it.
oh man, it always makes me feel like, I don't know what about it. It's like the way they do the bread.
Thank you, Pat. Ask us anything I guess we missed. What are your guys' favorite pizza toppings?
Oh, chicken is always usually a go-to. I really like chicken pizzas.
My favorite pizza, and fuck you if you disagree, because it's my favorite, is pineapple jalapeno pepperoni.
I haven't had that, but
It's
I do love
on thin crust.
I
It's
do love
hella good.
Hawaiian pizza. A good Hawaiian pizza. That shit's
Haggle.
good.
Let's haggle.
Mountain
That
Mike's
gets
is
a better
good.
deal.
It's got a certain quality to it, but it's really expensive too.
Yeah. I mean, good pizza's gonna be expensive. 'cause
Exactly,
of
I don't mind
the
paying for it.
toppings and stuff like that.
Chicken and
Pepperoni and black olives
tomatoes
is
are
good.
great. You know what's funny?
Chicken tomatoes is hella good too, yeah.
Yeah, tomatoes are a fruit. Pineapples are a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the
Not
whole
allowed.
idea
Not
behind
allowed, man.
pineapples being like, oh my god, how could you ever use like peppers are a fruit. Peppers are on pizza as well. It's not a huge gap to be like, you know what might be else good? Another fruit
Some
on
sweet
pizza.
thing along with spicy.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Like
good
a-
balance.
Like a nice pizza, like a Hawaiian pizza maybe with like barbecue sauce instead of like,
Oh, so good.
oh, I want pizza.
Pepperoni is a fruit, Pat. You're entirely correct. The group encounters a library in a
Good
town
pizza
that
is
seems
worth the
to
money,
have
Pat.
mostly burnt down. Lovely Lily finds a single book that avoided being really damaged by the fire. What was the book? Was it a gigantic repair manual? Was it a self-help book on positivity? Was it a rhyming children's book?
So 5 sets. That totally makes sense. Like if you don't like the texture of pineapple, then of course you're not gonna like pineapple on pizza. Just like Chris doesn't like the texture of coconut. So
Oh God, that shit makes me want to yak.
yeah. So I mean that's a legitimate thing, but I just find it funny that people balk at. It's like
You know what else I found out I don't like the texture of? Pimento cheese.
I've never had pimento. Is that the thing that Kevin bought you?
No.
Did you guys ever use that?
The cheese that he bought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I know that for a while. I was like, are you guys gonna use it?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
It was like ghost pepper. It was like smoked ghost pepper cheese. It was hot.
Hawaiian with mushrooms.
Group learns a lot about staying positive. Everybody's
beef
composure
sausage and
increases.
Philly cheese.
Well, to some extent, and morale goes up along with the attitude.
Yeah.
Pimento cheese sounds
did
good.
someone
That pimento cheese is such a fucking 70s thing.
Pizza
Or was
sauce
it-
is
or
a
was it 80s?
vegetable. How is pizza sauce a vegetable if it's mostly
It's
made out of
vegetable soup.
tomatoes? If it's mostly made out of tomatoes, which are a fruit.
Whoa, it's Darkstar. It's nice to see a
Hey,
familiar face.
Darkstar.
He's sleeping on a picnic table right out in the open. Guys, do we take Darkstar or do we leave him? And if we do take him, we got to get rid of someone.
I've never had pimento cheese, so I don't know how it tastes. I don't like blue cheese very much.
Look up a picture of pimento cheese so you get an idea.
I love mozzarella.
It's a very 70s or 80s thing, I'm pretty sure. I say it because I had queso dip. And they
queso
were
dip's
like,
good.
oh, it's cheddar cheese and beans and all this other stuff and pimento cheese. And I was like, okay, I can't really think of a time I've really had pimento. So I was like, I'll try this. Dude, it was almost all pimento. I was like, what is with this weird kind of like
Chalky texture?
It wasn't even chalky. It was just, okay, we're recruiting him.
This is what it looks
Who
like?
we getting rid of? Yeah. It's weird.
Huh.
It's like weird, chunky, yeah.
I don't know if I would like that actually.
Yeah, I don't personally
I think I've
like
had
it.
pimento before because I think my mom would get it sometimes for crackers.
Yeah, no, that's a big thing. Yeah.
It doesn't bother me too much, but I don't remember liking it to the degree like I would like this again. I was like, I didn't really care for that.
Who we getting rid of, gang? Can we get a poll?
Lily, so we don't defend anyone.
Please. Please.
I'll ask the government later about whether it's a fruit. That sounds good.
Counterpoint, Bandit sucks.
True.
Yeah, the Bandit is a Bandit status. Kind of a sucky thing. I think we have a really balanced team. I don't remember what Darkstar has.
If someone
for their
offered
stats and
me
stuff.
Pizza Hut, I'd still eat it, but it's definitely my least favorite pizza. I would never go out of my way to buy Pizza Hut.
You know, I don't actually know the difference. Oh, wait, no, I do. I know Pizza Hut. I can tell you what a Pizza Hut pizza is.
There's like...
we're replacing Jay? 78%.
I
Oh my
like
God.
Pizza Hut's breadsticks.
Goodbye, Jay.
Because they're interesting. They have like a more garlicky texture to them. And those taste good, but I don't like it when they do it for the pizza itself. There's a bit more grease when it comes to the way they prepare the Pizza Hut pizzas that I've just never...
I like Costco pizza. 5 cents a second.
Costco pizza's good.
I
Yeah.
fucking think that shit rocks.
Why do you think we stand so much for Little Caesars? We love cheap, good pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
That's what I really love about Little Caesars. It's cheap. It's fast. If it sucks, it's $5.
And it never
I think
sucks.
ours is $6.
Yeah. It's cheap and it's mostly bread, but it still tastes good. And if you're
Yeah, I'm
having
not
a
saying
party,
it's a high class fucking pizza.
but you're having friends over, you're having a get together.
You're having a party. You need 7 pizzas.
You got $40. There you go. You're good. You know what you're getting, and also when it's hot, it tastes good. Hell, when it's cold, it tastes good.
Hell yeah. Let her follow. There we go. Nobody hit the fucking these. I need to get these out of the way because they are going to absolutely hit it. All right, pull back, everyone. Pull back.
Oh, I thought those were curses.
Nope.
I
They
didn't know
are
were
fucking. They are
propane
propane tanks, and they will kill the party. Pat, get out of there!
Someone get the King of Queens. Him and the King of something.
The King of the Hill.
King of the Hill will take care of it.
Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby.
I was never a fan of that show.
I didn't like it. I don't like a lot of
Mike Judd stuff.
Mike Judd stuff.
I enjoyed Office Space.
I mean, it's good for some people.
Yeah, no, I'm not
I
saying
just
it's
personally,
bad.
for
I'm
me,
just saying
I was never a huge fan of
a
it.
lot of it was the art style.
Yeah.
That just
Yeah.
So the new Rugrats.
Oh my God.
And everyone in the comments can talk about whether they like it or not
I haven't
too with the
seen
new
it yet.
Rugrats. So it's done 3D.
Yes,
And I
man.
saw a comment said it looks like ass. Like, did you watch the old Rugrats?
It's ass.
It didn't look super great to begin with. The Class B Kuzco style is kind of ugly.
I was gonna say the Kuzco style has its own uniqueness to it as
Yeah,
well.
it's kind of a bit. It's not the super appealing, and honestly, they made it more appealing in 3D than I thought they had any right to do.
Guys, are we gonna get group shooting training? Or are we gonna get 45 shotgun shells? Recruiting Zada
It does look weird.
is off the menu because we're taking familiar characters this run. So, yeah. But are we getting group shooting training? Or are we getting shotgun shells? I don't even know if we have a shotgun.
Because 5 sets.
I don't even think we have a shotgun.
Nostalgia lives on, and
Nope, we do not.
they decided they remade the very first episode of Rugrats in 3D for that show apparently, which is a little bit weird, but yeah, they're doing a
Oh,
new
no,
set of
Jay.
Rugrats because that's what Nickelodeon does. They're like, well, that's
Yeah.
what a lot of companies do. They're like, hey, let's bring back this old property,
It's easier to bring back a property that you already own the rights to
then make a new
than
one.
to make a brand new property
Yeah.
and hope it lands.
Well, and also they already do that as well. So like,
Yeah.
you know, you get tons of new stuff. And then you have your old properties. You have to have a mix of both. Like, hey, here's your nostalgia properties,
Shoes
and
thing.
here's your new things.
Thank you all for giving me extra shoes thing.
One thing that I think is funny, and I have this argument all the time, is someone will say, oh, all they make are superhero movies, or all they do is this. And then I think of Netflix and all these things where there's all these like different styles of movies that are now being produced in more massive scale. It's like the stuff is out there. You just got to find it. Yes, on the big screen, you can argue it's only superheroes are dominating the market.
They're dominating the market for Marvel and DC. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like there's not other movies out there.
Yeah,
The group sets up camp outside a grocery store. They notice another group has been following them and will probably attempt to loot the place. Send one person in to loot. Do we send someone in, gang? Or do we pick someone else? Or do we let them have
yeah.
it?
Let us know what you want us to do.
Thank you for running the poll, Blue.
But it's the same people that say all they ever do is just remakes. Like, there's other original stuff being produced, and could there be more original stuff? Sure, but you know, if you're a company and you're trying to make something you know it's gonna at least probably do okay out of the gate, yeah, it makes perfect sense to just do a remake.
I mean,
then.
Aren't they remaking iCarly also?
No,
I never
it's
watched it
it's
as a
a
kid.
sequel series.
Okay.
So it's like iCarly later, and then
Okay.
some actors are back. So I never watched it either.
Hey, Puggy redeemed at tea time.
I was
Cheers
a
to you,
Drake.
Puggy.
Cheers to you, Puggy. I was a Drake and Josh kid, so you know.
Delicious.
I never watched iCarly.
It was only ever on in my house if my sisters were watching it.
Yeah. I have nothing
Lily
against
goes in.
iCarly. I just always thought it was weird that they take characters. That was the thing they did a lot with Nickelodeon, you know.
Yeah.
Drake and Josh were on the Amanda show, and then they spun off to their own show, and then iCarly's character, Miranda Cosgrove, spun off the Drake and Josh show, but she's not that character anymore. She's a different character. It's like, this is weird.
Lily's loyalty is terrible. They said Lily went in and said there was no food, and everyone thought that she was a liar and a
Wow. We got no time for that boring stuff. You mean how
Taco
you took all
says
the
he
supplies?
hates the idea of iCarly coming back. Why? You don't have to watch it if you don't want to watch it, man.
There's so much stuff out there that if you don't want to watch it, it doesn't hurt you that it's being made.
Bandits catch the group by surprise in a really terrible spot for them to fight in. They demand that all food and half of the supplies are handed over. Your money or your life.
Like, I really liked Boy Meets World, and I watched some of Girl Meets World just to see some of those characters again, but it's like, it's a different tonally show. It didn't really hit
Where
the
did
same.
you just say?
Boy Meets World,
And then
Girl Meets World. It was like the
Oh.
sequel thing, similar to iCarly, like they
I
made
was
a
like,
new series.
I didn't understand part of that fucking sentence you just
Yeah.
said.
And I just went,
What up,
you know
Zach?
what? I watched some of it, but it's not as good as the original for me, but that doesn't mean it's not impactful for a new generation of people. And also, hey, actors getting work. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I can't say no to that. you
Yeah,
know?
maybe it's a platform for actors to jump off of, hopefully.
Cool peeps getting paid, hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
What's it gonna be, gang? Do we offer
Should've taken a look at
compromise?
that, me in. Yeah,
Do we
JD,
tell the
you're right.
bandits to cool it? Does Darkstar think we can fight them? Or do we run? Compromise, okay. Let's see if Pat can pull it off.
I'm probably the same, Jack. I've probably maybe seen 3 episodes just because I was slightly curious.
No harm will come to either side. Hell
As a
yeah,
kid.
Pat's wits are revealed. They're great. Pat's attitude is revealed. It's fucking superb. The supplies will be...
Hello and goodbye.
Oh, no.
Later,
Half
Zach.
our ammo, our extra gas tanks, half your medical supplies, or our personal treasures. Half our medical supplies is only 6. Half our that's a lot of fucking ammo. Extra gas, that's a lot of gas.
She has charming according to YouTube Hero?
Nice.
She's charming? What does
She's
that mean?
charming. Pat's character.
She's charming? Oh, okay.
So she's able to like work out better deals with bandits and
Ew.
stuff, or at least like charm vendors and stuff to maybe help us out. Zach dropping in all of the. I'm gonna keep assuming that's Isaac, right? The 400 Isaacs. Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
Much
Go enjoy your
appreciated,
dinner, bud.
dude. Yeah, go eat. Go grab you some foodles. Thank you for being here for a little bit and actually dropping in and saying hi. We appreciate that, man. It is Isaac. Thank you. Okay. I didn't know if I was just misinterpreting it the whole time. What's it gonna be? Are we gonna get half our supplies? I really think it's drugs. No, thank you.
Nice.
You guys are looking out for me on this run. Hell yeah. And then we went and I don't even think we gave him half, did we?
Pat could probably get you some food.
I'm hoping so. Sell tactic? No, I don't want to give any of my items. Sell them
Can
away.
you control Pat, and then does she have to be the one that talks to deals, or is she just a trait just give
Pat,
it to you?
yeah, there's a chance that she can just pop up and say it during chat and stuff like that. Yeah. It was actually food. Hi, Puppo. Hi, Puppo.
Can you pet the dog?
Back.
You can stare at the
You
dog.
can stare at the dog and say hi. Lily wants to rob the trader? Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
What happened to Jay Diggity? Did he die?
We traded Jay out for Darkstar.
Oh.
Chat wanted Jay out. Pat can use charm here to try and get us training.
Yeah, try it.
I'll come back to that. We'll see what we can do. No one can control Pat. Is this Pan?
Peter Pan?
No. It's just survival tool stuff. Okay. I thought it might have been Pan. What are you doing way down there, buddy?
Just chilling.
I don't want to leave. I just want to talk. Save up ZP for the 24 bullets. Oh god, that's a lot of ZP for bullets. I didn't abandon you because of that. That's what chat wanted. Somebody grab that egg, please. Nobody wants to grab that egg?
Oh god, what is wrong with that chicken?
That's a lovely chicken. We'll try and get group training.
Go for it.
Let's do it. Pat uses charm. Pat gets free medical training. Pat received medical training. It increased from to
Just slightly annoying.
Well, it actually worked, so that's good.
Hey, thanks for redeeming Isaac and his Isaac lived on a small tree. Isaac on an Isaac.
God.
For killing me softly.
Killing me
2000.
softly is the ASMR, so.
Oh, right.
Isaac and his Isaac lived on a small Isaac on an Isaac. Let me try and get another one.
We got LJ has contributed 8,000 total to the Read the Second Fanfic Challenge.
Isaac and his Isaac lived on a small Isaac on an Isaac. There we go. That's for you, Jack.
Got him.
Thank you for turning that one in. Let's dive right in. Thick, Irritated, and Nightfall for this one. Oh, this is going to be scary.
It's gonna be bad.
Finger slipped again. Oh no, cyberbullying. Oh boy. Let's do. Actually, I'll use the egg. I'll use the fucking egg. That'll be fine. Oh my god!
Disco party.
Oh my god! I forgot that they freaking dropped me in with a massive crowd. Here we go. Here we go.
Cyberbullying,
Eat
no hard
egg!
feelings now, right? What happened to you, Piro?
What happened?
Oh, Jay Diggy said cyberbullying.
Oh,
What,
because
kicking you out?
Jay got kicked out.
More like
Jay, this is the third time you've shown up, man.
Cast of Flies, House of Flies.
House of Cards?
No,
What do you?
Worm of the Flies, Worm of the Flies.
Oh, Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
You talking about the book?
Cast, sure, yeah.
I don't-
It's
what
it's
are you
where they,
fucking saying?
it's like where they vote people off the island. Survivor.
Oh, so
Let's go with that.
yeah, that would be entirely different.
I'll just
Although
think about it.
I think there's a lot of
Poor
I think there's
Piggy,
a lot of stuff
he never
that
knew
do
what was
that.
going to happen to him.
Yeah, bash his brains out with the pink
Also,
foam.
what the hell? Why'd they call him
Spoiler
Piggy?
alert.
Who thought that was nice?
That's an asshole move.
Fucked up.
Let's get some stuff. There we go. Oh my god, guys, stop pushing the containers around. We need to get the fuck out of here. No, my chicken! That did not last long. I could have had a long chicken. You know what I'm saying there. But no. I thought there was a vending machine for a second. What up, Retro?
Hey, Retro.
Hoo-ah! These runs in the factories can be a little long.
Yeah, this furniture, these zombies look like they're sweating a new one.
He's sweating to high hell. This must
Yeah.
be where Freddy Krueger was hanging out
Probably.
with what was it, like a
In-
boiler room or something?
I don't know, I've never seen those movies.
I've seen it once. I think
Jen.
I've seen it once. Jen made me
The
watch
king
it.
of horror movies.
She
queen of
hates horror movies too.
And she loves watching them though,
Yeah.
all the time.
She's like, I get so scared, and I'm like, okay, so why are we watching them then? I like them. I'm like, okay, whatever then.
I'm glad I'm not with somebody that likes watching horror movies. That'd be When did we get that car? Did we steal a new one?
Yeah, we got this. We've had this car since the first one broke down, man.
I just assumed that was part of the background when we got out. That
Nope.
I was wondering why it kept on showing. I was like, huh, is that like a...
Long chicken. Group feels inspired after managing to survive the situation. They feel like they're getting the hang of this. Choose a reward, guys. What reward are we gonna choose, Paul? We gotta ask us anything from 5 sets of 7. What's one movie villain would you not want to be real?
Freddy Krueger.
Ooh boy, yeah, Freddy Krueger would be fucking scary.
Yeah, he's a dream demon. Like, that's the worst.
I'm going to assume that the idea of the villain being real makes everything that makes them a villain also become real. So I'm going to say Vader. Because that would mean that there's a fucking space republic. I mean, yeah.
Space Empire.
Space Empire. I almost said Space Republicans. That would have been silly. What a slip of the tongue that would have been.
That totally would have been off base. They clearly don't want a, empire that they can control.
Yeah, exactly, Pat. You don't shoot. You're a karate person, so there'd be no point to
Yeah.
giving you the shooting. So
Some
morale
morale
and
and-
random skill.
Yeah.
Nice. We need that morale too. That helped us out. Everybody's stats goes up a little bit. That's awesome.
No.
Yeah.
not
Also, space
Republicans.
magic. Yes.
Why?
That would make space magic real too.
Oh, but then I do want Vader to be real, 'cause space magic.
Man, you want a Skywalker?
Think of all those
Only
times.
Skywalkers get to have fucking space magic. Have you seen Disney?
Yeah, but midichlorians say differently.
I thought they
they can't.
retroactively went over that.
Nope, those are canon.
The group discovers something incredible while exploring a house, an actual working toilet. Everyone has been doing their business in the woods. The toilet has a futuristic control panel full of
Space
buttons.
magic does sound awesome.
Pat feels compelled to press one and chooses the button labeled with a picture of jets of water, musical notes, wings flapping, or
A butt?
Just don't be 5 sets of 7 on the planet that's being Death Star. There you go. Problem solved.
yeah. I mean, I think a lot of planets got Death Starred eventually, right? Or was it just the one?
Let me think. There was the one
It was
in
Alderaan.
Alderaan was the only one because that was the test.
But I
think-
mean, they had 3 fucking Death Stars.
There's also one.
There had to be another fucking
There's
planet.
also
Oh yeah, there was
Rogue
the
One, the
there
planet
was-
that gets
yeah.
destroyed there.
Wasn't the?
I'm sure there was a couple other that maybe have been destroyed, but
We're
doubtful.
calling them all the same Death Star. It's all the same one.
It's all the
there's-
same
There's 3
one.
Death Stars, but they're all one Death Star.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
so there's 2 Death Star kills in like
The canon movies.
canon movies. And then there's also the Mega Death Star and then the episode 7 where they kill like 5 planets at once or something stupid like that.
What? What are they fucking shish kebab them on the laser? Like, get them in a
Yeah.
perfect like lineup.
Because they perfectly all lined up to hit all these planets. It's like, what
I think we're doing booty.
the thing that infuriates me more than anything lately.
The toilet seat starts to hum and glows silently. Pat sits down. The electronics spelt that way. The toilet seat gives her a powerful gluteal massage.
Nice.
Pat, you're getting your butt massaged. As the toilet repeatedly chants in different languages, the glutes are the key to fitness. The glutes are the key to strength. The glutes are the key to power. And the glutes are to the center of the center of the center of life.
Center of life.
The center.
Yeah, I got it.
The future toilet emits a whirring noise and stops working. Vocabulary notes. Gluteal means butt.
I'll probably rant about this when we record Bug
Pat's
Fables.
fucking strength and fitness increase. That's incredible.
Nice.
Holy hell. Booty was the way to go, gang.
I'm sure other people have heard this, but J.J. Abrams came out recently and said, you know, the thing I learned the most from this new trilogy was it helps to have a plan and to know where the story is going. I wanted to throw my computer out the window. I was like, what do you mean?
I didn't have a plan.
You made a story with 3 films and didn't know where it was going to go? Why do you always do this? What is
Pat-
wrong with you?
I'll leave Pat with the... Actually, I won't leave Pat with the gun. I'll give the gun to Dark Star. Because Pat's good at fighting. So I'm going to do... Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh, there's a nanobot
That's
thing in
fucking
Ender's
frustrating.
Game that eats planets. That's
Is that the
crazy.
gray goo?
I think so.
I mean, that came from another sci-fi thing too, I believe, right?
She mentioned that last stream, and I still hate it. Yeah, I still hate it. I can't. I didn't remember if I mentioned it on Psychonauts or
God,
whatnot.
they are mad.
But yeah, no, I'm still mad about that because it's just a storyteller. Why was that not a thought? Why would you not plan out where your trilogy is gonna go and what themes you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do with characters?
Maybe he just thought he could D&D it.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Even with D&D, you have like a slight idea where you want to go with like some story elements.
Mm-hmm.
You try and
Hopefully,
plan
right?
a couple stuff.
Yeah!
And also in
Back
D&D,
it up, gang.
you have time to like change your mind. Like I think Hayao Miyazaki is like the way of D&D where like they just keep on, they just start going with the story and they see where it lands. But I guarantee they workshop shit and be like, that doesn't actually work. Let's do something else.
That was another contentious thing with Miyazaki going on recently. People were talking about how his
It's
stuff
kind of an
doesn't
ass.
really have plot.
Oh, I mean, that's fine.
I mean, like, it's not traditional in the Western sense
Yeah.
of, like, a villain or a plot where it's
His
got that,
movie
that,
are more
that
about,
arc.
like,
what is it, 3-act
themes.
structure or
Yeah.
whatever? I think they say they have more like a 5 or a 6-act structure, and it's
Something
more
like that.
It's more like rounded.
I mean, Miyazaki's films are also usually more about exploring a theme or like. Yeah, honestly, it's usually about exploring a theme, and they usually don't always have that kind of beginning, middle, and end that you get with a lot of stuff. Which is fine, but yeah, that's why some people don't jive with some of his movies, where they're just like, like that, like. There's a couple of them here and there. It's like, oh, there's not really much of a story to this one. That's kind of the point sometimes.
Joe Ha Kyul? Joe Ha Kyul? Is that how you say it? 5 sets?
Trade diggity for Dark Star.
I don't know how that little umlaut thingy works over the U.
I
Does
don't
it
know
make
either.
an ooh or an ah or an o sound? We're gonna have to endure the smell. There's no way we're not gonna do no sleep. The group endures the smell zone all night until they passed out. Is not happy in the morning, but they were at least able to sleep. Morale decreases. Everybody has a meal. We need to still get more food. I don't think
Yes.
this is going to be a high food run because we've had 4 people this whole time. Whoa, it's Goof! Nice to see a familiar
Hey.
face. He was making tons of noise playing a portable game
This isn't
console at full
canon.
blast.
Goof never wears shoes.
Yes, he doesn't. He does not wear shoes.
He only wears shoes when he's forced to actually wear them.
Guys, do we take Goof or do we leave Goof? And if we take him, who the hell do we have to kick?
And you can bet if Goof was in an apocalypse, he wouldn't be wearing shoes because there'd be no one to enforce him to wear shoes.
Japanese story structure. Okay, that makes sense. 5
Yeah.
sets. Goof is a Couchling. He's actually a personal friend of ours in real life, IRL. But if we take him, we're gonna have to kick someone. So we're gonna have to figure out who to do the dirty to. We're gonna kick him from the car going 100 miles an hour. The glutes are the center of life. Yes, it is. Yes, they are. They're also very, very important to your balance and keeping all your organs inside your body, I've heard.
Blue, you rigged it. No, he did it correct.
IRL, semicolon, in real life.
Yeah.
Not IRL in real life, as in saying it twice. Like, yeah, I went to the ATM machine. It's like, you know the M in ATM stands for machine, right? It's an automatic teller machine.
Okay. Yeah. I went to the ATM is what you should say. Instead of that. ATM
Or
machine.
I went to the teller machine.
How about replacing Chris? Not possible, Retro.
Unacceptable. Replace Lily. Oh, it does save time that way. Oh, okay. Recruit Goof to the team.
Hey.
Goodbye, Lily.
Later, Lils.
Lily gets booted out of the group to make room for Goof. Goof joins the team.
I wonder how that conversation went. Lily, you're out. But no, literally, we're throwing you out. But as she flies over
I'm
the
doing all the
dividing line.
healing. Heal this. Kick. No. Who is Goof? We said Pat. Goof's a friend in real life, and they're
Yeah.
a Couchling. Group runs into another car. Much like their car, it's rotting, nearly totaled, and it's full of skeletons. Probably a bunch of bugs and other gross things. Yet another sign that many attempt the death road to Canada. Not very many make it. Do I be philosophical? Does Goof be philosophical? Do I dismantle the car for parts? Or do we search the car for loot?
Searching for loot.
I mean, that could all be great things. I don't know whose stat would be better for philosophical. Probably composure?
Probably.
Or maybe attitude, but both of our composures and attitudes are bad. Goddamn, Pat has the best fucking skills in this whole game.
Which is
her
pretty
loyalty's high, her wits are high, her attitude's high, her strength and fitness aren't revealed, but I'm pretty sure they're damn high as well. What's it gonna be, gang?
You must learn the philosophy of Goof. Well, the philosophy of Goof is
Don't wear shoes.
you don't wear shoes because it helps build up the calluses on your feet.
So
when
you
you
have
kick,
better kicking people in the face time?
yeah, when you kick people in the face, you like take off some skin when you do it the process.
Get fucking razor blades. It's just like, yeah, and then just no nose afterwards. They're like, oh my god.
Our friend Goof practiced martial arts. I don't remember the exact discipline. He's told us a couple times.
I think it's jujitsu.
I think it's jujitsu as well. There's a lot of throwing, so jujitsu sounds adequate.
I think it, yeah.
But yeah, Goof got so he just doesn't wear
It's a
shoes.
tie between
which,
me and. Let's give Goof a chance.
yeah, it's fine.
Goof gives an inspirational and contemplative speech about how it all.
Yeah, no, just no shoes anywhere.
How we all have skeletons inside of us,
Like-
and how ignoring these inner skeletons is what makes life precious. This is uplifting and confusing, depressing at the same time. Crazy Chris has mixed feelings about this speech. So does Pat. Darkstar's morale decreases. Goof's morale decreases. Well, that didn't fucking work out. Sente filling up that jar. Thank you, Sente. Look at all them hearts. Oh my god, not a lot of them are gonna make it in there. Oh, they're all going everywhere.
I see you, Blue Lip. Yeah, Scholar Main, you have time for polls. You can just type whatever. The fairy's gonna do all the healing on Final Fantasy 14 for you. So what if they die to a boss mechanic? It's not your fault.
What's your Final Fantasy main classes?
Yes.
Dragoon.
For me, it's usually Ninja or Red Mage. They're my two favorites, but
Dragoon.
I pretty much level everything in Final Fantasy. So Paladin, Red Mage, and Ninja are my kind of go-tos. Like if it's
Oh
a
my
magical
god,
class,
they're fucking crazy out here.
Red Mage. If it's a melee class, Ninja, or sometimes Monk.
I like the way you say melee.
Yeah, melee.
Melee. Oh my god, no! No fucking way. There were so many fucking zombies in that room
That was bad.
that I couldn't even see floor.
Final Fantasy 14 is the MMO, and so is Final Fantasy
No,
11.
fuck this. We are getting out.
So for context, when we played Final Fantasy 11 back in the day, Chris's main was Dragoon, and my main was Red Mage.
In 14, it was still Dragoon too, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my fucking god! This is hell!
I'm a big multi-classer, so I tend to play a bit of everything, but my main right now is Paladin. That's usually what I go to as when I'm tanking in Final Fantasy 14.
We're going to fucking shooting. This is not gonna end well. Someone's gonna get eaten or killed.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck.
Fairy does all the work. Oh, there was a question that got posted earlier, but I can't scroll back up in chat, and I can't remember.
I was trying to get inside before the timer ended, and I can't. The fucking door's right there.
I had a tangent I was going off of. Do it, Pat.
For Final Fantasy? Go, Pat,
No,
go!
It was before
Take him out!
It was before the Final Fantasy thing. It was something right before that.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what it said before. I'm sorry for whatever was mentioned.
What was tangented over?
Yeah, it was tangented over.
Oh my god, there's so many fucking zombos. Zach, get out of there! You're gonna get fucking killed! Oh my god.
She's lack of planning? Maybe. No, it was something. It was something somebody was saying, and I meant to ask, not ask, but rebuttal?
I don't know. I don't remember what it might have been.
I don't know what it was. I had it in my head, and then it was just gone.
Oof, we'll take these guys out slowly.
So many bullets.
14 is the MMO, yeah.
Yeah,
Was
14 and 11 are the two MMOs for Final Fantasy.
I just saw that that one dude who was doing all the textures. The 250,000 textures or whatever.
Shit's good, right?
That's insane.
It looks actually really good too. So what he does is he uses an automation that he made in Photoshop.
Yeah, I was like, it can't be fucking manually a quarter
He'll go
mil.
in and manually adjust certain ones.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure he gets them automatically done, puts them on, and then goes, "Oh, that doesn't look right on a couple,"
and
then
we'll
goes
adjust
through,
a couple of them. But the majority of what he does, like it polishes up the textures.
Oh my fucking god!
It ends up giving it a little bit of a cel-shaded look to it, which is fine. And as soon as you zoom out, like if you're not super zoomed in, you don't lose some of like the quality. But I mean, some of those textures in Final Fantasy were so low res, you just went, oh.
That was a PS2 game at the time.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It's a PC game, and there was originally going to be a remake for phones, but that never went through. That got canceled.
That's probably a good read. That's probably good. Yeah.
It didn't it looked okay in terms of graphically,
oh
but
my god.
That's probably for the best. 11 as MMO is still pretty good. They've done a lot to make it not as crazy as it was back in the day. Like if you were to go through and play it and you wanted to play it for the story, you could do it in about a month, maybe 2 months, casually playing it.
Yeah, I heard they made it a lot easier based off of stuff.
It's still a time commitment because it's an MMO, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay.
It makes it more soloable, right?
The game is still playable. Like it's still a fun game to play. Like it's definitely much more time investing and granular to like get into. It's like it's a nitty gritty game, like on the terms of
oh no, Retro.
Baldur's Gate, like old school Baldur's Gate.
Why would you do that to me, Retro? Killing me softly. Toes.
Oh. I think PS2 games look pretty good still as well.
Let me get one more take on that one.
Just one upscale.
Toes. Yeah, that one was good. I felt that one.
Yeah, not every
I felt
PS2...
real nasty about that one.
When you upscale some of those games, even the PS1 stuff has a charm to it.
Yeah, no, I have a big soft spot for 11, man. I spent a lot of time with it. Oops, it was so dark. Charlene, come with us. How did you survive, Charlene?
Don't know.
There we go.
There was something sparkling behind you, too.
Was it?
Yeah, on one of the faucets. Or maybe it's just...
I don't think so.
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think
it's
they can...
the filter effect.
It's the glitch effect or whatever, yeah. God, we use so much fucking ammo. This better be worth it, taking this Charlene out of here. Let's hit the road. Okay.
The P4G remake.
We're not recruiting her.
P4G? What does that stand for? 5 sets?
Play for good? I don't know. Guys, do we get group medical training?
Golden. Okay, yeah.
Or do we get a stash of 60 rifle ammo, which will replenish not even all of our rifle ammo that we used?
Yeah, if we can get a poll up there for that or in the chat.
Yes, please. Group medical training or stash of ammo.
In general, I like it when games get upscaled to current consoles because a lot of the time, It's really nice when they become available for PC or something of that nature, because then it's going to be way easier to play them in the future, whereas when it's on a really old console, if you don't have that and eventually those consoles aren't being made and all this other stuff, it becomes a big hassle to play them. Anything from PS3 era that was an exclusive, God, I really hope they eventually just upscale those and put them on the PlayStation 5. Just please have updated versions of those. It'd be great. Like, why Sly Cooper 4 and all of their big in-house games, like, just do those. Just please port them to an actual console.
It would be nice if we had ports of classics so we were able to kind of keep them around.
In terms of, like, preserving them, for sure.
Drug training. Let's get group medical. Group gets all sorts of secret medical tips from Charlene.
Yeah, whole DS games. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the mobile ones would be a little harder to port.
A little bit.
I mean, they should be simpler too, right?
I mean, the cool thing is a lot of emulations can do those DS games and stuff. The hard part is with DS is since it's dual screen and it was programmed to work with those dual screens, getting that to work on a modern day console can be kind of hard, and getting it to work on PC is probably a little bit easier because you can emulate the clicking on stuff in the two screens. I've never really looked at that though.
Guys, do we punch the car? Do we abandon the car? Or does Does Goof attempt to fix it? Goddamn Goop. Goddamn Gwyneth Paltrow.
5 cents. You're gonna have to write these out because RPCS3, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, you have to...
Role-playing cutscene 3.
Yeah, you're gonna have to write out the name of the game. Because unless it's like Final Fantasy, like FF, like that's, yeah. Oh, it's a piece. Oh, okay, it's a PS3 emulator. Gotcha.
Okay. I've never heard of that. Yeah.
I've heard that one can be kind of rough around the edges because, like, not everything runs perfectly, but it is getting better.
Fix.
Dolphin emulator's pretty cool tech, too, for the GameCube
That
and
didn't work.
Wii.
Goose Mechanicals revealed it's terrible. Well, that didn't work out.
Group continues walking through the countryside in a very uneventful, but at least there are no zombies or dangerous inside. For the first time in a long time, they're able to drop their guard and walk in some form of peace.
Well, Bluelip, the problem that you're probably referring to is there was a ROM emulator site that was charging people money to download the ROM, so they were making a
That was
profit.
the most recent one, yeah.
And you can't... That's the for sure way for lawyers to be like, you can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's like just immediate like red line, and like, yes, they've been taking down ROM sites, and I do think Nintendo should be making their back catalog way more available than they do. It's kind of ridiculous.
The group is rocked by, weak bandits. The bandits are of a kind that would normally not be a problem if the group had a car or wasn't tired from walking all day.
Soup Great Bear is raiding us with a party of 4. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Hey, Bear, how's it going?
Oh, God, here comes the raid. Everybody get to fucking arms.
Hey,
It's
Bear.
a fight. Thank you, Bear. How is it going? Long time no see. What up, Opal the Octo? Is that a Splatoon reference? Coming in with the damn raid. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a complicated mess, Bluelip. I agree that.
Heck darn it with the fight. Fight! Get him!
I still love that joke that we made for that Patreon video. It's some
Everyone's
of my
hurt
favorites.
in the raid. Oh god, the group is tired and caught in the open as they fight. It's fortunate these bandits aren't that dangerous. After a short fight, they run. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. The group finds a rest stop. Okay, let's check out the car. Oh boy, everyone's injured.
That's
not
the
gonna be
most
good.
annoying part of it all, LJ, is when there is a game that you really like that just isn't available, and then you're like, well, I don't want to spend $150 to play this game, to buy it off eBay. It'd be nice if I could just have it available. And yeah, Blue, they are taking down.
Fight, Pat.
Yeah. They're
Swarm
taking
size
down
thick.
sites that can do ROM and emulation, and that sucks. And I get it because from a standpoint of...
You want to be aware of your keeping control of your IP.
Yeah, and it's fine to disagree with it, and I disagree with it to an extent as
Yeah.
well. But as a company, I get why someone would do it. That said, Nintendo's been... For their first-party stuff, a lot of their Super Nintendo stuff is pretty much on there. They pretty much have all their big games from Super Nintendo on the Super Nintendo service.
Most of
All of
them.
all their big ones like
Oh my fucking god! Grab the keys and let's go.
Super Metroid, both the Star Foxes, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island.
That did not work.
They pretty much have all their big first-party stuff on there. Mario Kart. So, they put it on their service. Now, that said, there's still a lot of Super Nintendo games that aren't available on there, which sucks because when ROM sites do get shut down, it pulls in all the other ones from random companies that maybe don't exist anymore or don't give a shit like Konami.
Yeah, we're not running YouTube Hero. We're gonna try and get in there and get the food. As I was running from the room to make sure that we can start siphoning some of them out, because there is a lot of food in here.
We appreciate that, Secret Bear. It's always great to hear from you, and it's always fun to see your posts on Twitter every now and then.
Yeah, I was looking at the fan art a while ago, and I've been reposting a bunch of it and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, this is fucking stellar. I like this.
Yeah, every time I come across a post from you, Bear, on Twitter, I'm like, hey, it's Bear. I hope to do the well.
Yeah, it's been a long time. How's the commissions and stuff going?
Yeah, hopefully that's going well for you.
Yeah, I hope you're rocking at that. Let us know, please. I think that was it. I think we're good here. Yeah. Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks, Jack. Is it's a weird quagmire of law that sucks because for archival stuff, it really is a bummer. You're like, I want this stuff to be preserved so future generations can experience Turtles in Time, which is just not available unless it's a ROM.
There's a Twinkie truck on the road. It's upside down, and the door to the back is locked tight. The group salivates about the bounty of processed corn syrup that must be inside. Do we ignore it for health reasons? Do I try and jimmy it open? Does Pat smash the fucking window with something heavy? Or does Goof shoot the truck? The poll is up, ready for you guys to get it. Twinkies.
JD, that's pretty much, they want money, but also the way that copyright laws work, they have to do it. Yeah. Otherwise, they lose the rights to that stuff.
I get the idea of money.
Yeah.
I get that. But if you aren't consistently trying to protect your IPs, you start losing court cases.
Yeah. And then
your IP means nothing.
Yeah.
And I get it. Oh, you shouldn't be allowing IPs and stuff like that, blah, 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 stuff that's that old. And that's a different conversation.
That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. Pat's going to smash it.
Yeah.
Bear says that they're doing bakery work for the main job
The way that copyright law is established in America is both helps and hinders pretty much everybody.
Well, that's good, Bear. Bear's doing baking stuff, but commissions are a good side project.
Nice.
And they had a scare with carpal tunnel and repeated strain injuries, but everything's okay.
Yeah, no, I know that feeling too. I had to deal with that earlier in January, and I still kind of deal with it now.
I'm glad you're good, Bear.
I've found that for Bear, part of it's not going too ham, but also just practicing, different stretches and, letting back. And also I found an ergonomic grip really helps when I'm working on my Wacom tablet.
Exactly, 5 sets. It would be nice if copyright law didn't exactly fucking last forever, but we have Disney to thank for that.
Yeah.
Pat finds a big rock and then swings hard at the lock.
Not
Wham!
to
The lock
defend
shatters.
Disney, but no one thought a company would be that far around and have a mascot that would represent it too. I understand why they still want to not have people just make money off Mickey Mouse, which is their mascot. But also at the same time, they've made copyright law way worse by constantly defending it and upholding it.
Absolutely.
So it's a weird because there was all those cases of Mickey Mouse porn in the 80s with I think it was.
You still have
that was the artist.
You still have all the Looney Tune characters and Mickey Mouse shirts that you see down in San Francisco.
Yeah.
They're dressed up as fucking Scarface or hitting a bong or taking a fat rip off of a jazz cigarette.
No, Jack, that's why J Diggy, there should be exceptions for that. There should be maybe not exceptions, but the way that we handle copyright law should be revised. I don't know what the solution is. I'm not well versed enough to really be.
I think it's pretty complicated and changing a lot. So.
Yeah.
In the morning, there's a moose outside the camp. It looks injured. It's just glaring at the group. Even injured, a moose is a really powerful creature. Probably the best not to mess with it. What do we do, gang? The poll is up. Leave it alone, you monster. I'm assuming we're gonna leave the moose alone.
Yeah,
Pat could have probably totally wrestled that moose.
It's a weird thing. You found Twinkies in Tallahassee.
Yeah. Oh, spooky graveyard. You know where we're going, gang.
To the spooky graveyard.
Yeah, that'll do it too. So for me, Bear, part of it was teaching digitally this whole time and typing all the time. So combining that with also playing games and then drawing all the time, I definitely screwed up my hand. Between playing Hades, doing an animation, and then all the other stuff in between, I definitely tweaked my hand. And it's gotten better, but I have to be more careful about stretching and taking time off or just not using certain things. So yeah, I would definitely look into getting an ergonomic grip for your Apple Pen, because the thinner they are, I know that I clamp on my pen too much.
I noticed that with my little stylus that I have for my little baby Wacom. Or Wacom, whatever you call them.
Yeah,
dude,
Wacom.
My hands instantly starts because it's so tiny. I'm like,
This
I need to get like
tenses
a,
up,
I need to get like a Fat Boy grip or something like that.
Yeah, I had to buy one. It was expensive on Amazon. It was like $20, but it honestly has made my hand feel better and forces me not to grip it as hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the pens used to be thicker, and they've started making digital pens thinner and thinner because they can. Problem is, you're an artist, you're using it all the time, you might be death gripping, it's just like, all right.
My hands in school used to always get fucked up on just holding like number 2 pencils and shit. Dude, it sucked. I hated it. Let's go in here and open up the tomb. Group opens up the tomb. Could be a goblin inside. Nope, it's just Dombos. Let's try this one.
Sente, that's also a solid point as well. Like, on the other hand, not sure if it's a good argument to say that they're doing something such as emulating is okay just because you want it. It's sad that we either lose or can't have things we'd like, sure, but saying screw everyone, my wants or desires are more important than other things is a bad mindset too. I agree with that last sentiment, but yeah, the problem is like certain things are being that need to be archived that aren't in Nintendo's IP category are just completely non-existent. And without the emulation community, then there's no way to even know that those games exist or be able to play them. So that's where it sucks, because when Nintendo takes down the whole site, it stops those games from having any life afterwards because they were never on the digital platforms before.
Blue, can we get a poll on who gets to shake hands with death, please? Oh, you got to go, Bear? Well, it's nice. Yeah, thank you for checking in.
Thank you so much, Bear. And yeah, I hope it feels better. If you need like help with anything,
take it easy.
Always feel free to hit me up, okay?
Health first. Keep them hands working and good. Go berserk and a good weapon, but 1 health. Yeah. Do we shake hands with death? And if we do, who the fuck gets to shake hands with death? Let's get that poll up. The poll is up. Is it going to? Yeah, that's what shake hands with death means. You get down to 1 HP, you get a great weapon, and you get strong. But yeah.
So 5 sets. When you draw like mostly on big paper, you tend to hold it in a different manner completely from the way that we normally write, which is the typical proper grip. Yeah. I hold mine weird because my thumbs. I have hitchhiker's you have
thumbs.
weird thumbs. Yeah.
My thumbs go back at 90-degree angles, so I hold from here at the knuckle of the thumb. Ooh. I took it last time. I'm gonna give it to Goof. I'll let Goof do it.
I mean, I would definitely think the biggest thing too, and like it sucks because we're seeing it from the standpoint of like outsiders. Goof would totally shake hands with death.
Oh, fuck yeah, he would. The Grim Reaper shakes hands with no hesitation. Making friends is fun. Goof gets blasted with tremendous amounts of death energy. Goof is killed. Well, almost. Goof's maximum health is set to 1. Maximum strength, fitness, and shooting is increased. Grim Reaper grants a gift. Oh, buddy!
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Grim Reaper.
It's crazy. And then I'll go back to me, and I'll let Goof go ham on some motherfuckers.
I do think that the biggest thing is not...
Wait,
I mean,
Goof's not using the... Goof, why aren't you using the frickin' scythe?
I don't know.
Nope, swap that out. There we go. Force the scythe.
I do think the main thing is copyright law, and if they let go of one copyright thing, then they let go of other ones. It's a cascading effect.
Once you start losing court cases,
of anything,
they can use it as a precedent for later. They can use and be like, well, based off of this and this verse this, and it was judged that this didn't hold up. So in this case, it's no different. So I guess you gotta let them run those and profiteer off of your IP. It becomes a slippery slope of a lot of it.
Yeah, we can talk about bad business practices and whatnot, but
oh yeah, and there's people who fucking take advantage of it. It should be a good thing,
for instance,
because
Amazon should pay taxes. Simple as that. Like, they should give their workers better benefits. We can agree on that stuff for sure.
You know what I heard, and I don't know the validity of it. This is just something I heard. if you work at Amazon in one of the room, like the back rooms or whatever, you I think it's you take more than 5 or 6 minutes as not having a scan. They consider that towards like a cumulative time, and once you get 2 hours, you're let go.
Wow.
Because you're not being active, and if you waste 2 hours of their time, you're fired.
See, that's
now this is
fucked
something
up.
I heard.
If that's true, that's fucked up.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of being that nitty gritty to make sure that everyone's being so,
That's ridiculous.
on point all the time. It's like, because then I'm not saying they don't have work, but I've been working before and been like,
There's nothing to do.
there's nothing. It's just like, there's nothing that
meaningful.
there's nothing that I have to be doing right now. It's like, it's not that, it's that if you can lean, you can clean, type of mentality.
That mentality is so stupid. When you get better productivity out of people that are a little bit more relaxed in general.
Instead of being surprised by the ambush, Goof. Why can't I say Goof's name? Goof rushes at the man that he's ranting and knocks him out.
How close to Canada are we?
We're a couple days away. Even get time to react.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I feel you.
Okay.
We're 6 days away. I don't know if we're gonna make it, man.
I don't know if we're gonna make it either.
We might have to pick this one up
Next time.
We're getting there. We'll keep going a little bit more.
We'll keep going.
Whoa, it's Taco.
Hey, Taco.
It's nice to see a familiar face. She is kicking a car in frustration. The car is emitting pulses of, or plumes of smoke.
Is this the taco that we know that's a couch?
This is the taco.
Hey,
That's a couch
Taco
leg.
Lover made it onto the
Guys, do we
stream.
take Taco or do we leave Taco? Jack is, or not Jack. Jay is so fucking mad. Do we take or leave Taco?
They've got a Fitbit that tracks how productive you are. Oof.
Wait, what?
That's what Blue Lip was saying. Apparently, they can track it down with a certain radius, similar to how GPS works. Honestly, surprised they haven't implemented it yet. There's apparently something.
Oh, that they can fucking track you with?
I guess. I mean, I understand
that
wanting
shit, man.
employees not to goof off, but at the same time, that shit's invasive and it shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
That's why you hire
Yeah.
managers. That's a manager's
Taco
job to
ain't
make sure
here.
that people are doing their jobs and doing it correctly.
Well, if Taco ain't here, according to the poll, looks like we're leaving Taco. I'm sure they'll ask, like, hey, did I show up? So I can watch the VOD afterwards, as is tradition for some of you.
That's okay. I appreciate you that watch the VOD.
5 days until Canada now. Oh, we're getting close. Bandits are guarding a retracted bridge over a river that demand that anyone passing pays a toll.
Goof, take a detour instead. That sounds like something Goof would say.
They want the remainder of your food and a quarter of your ammo and medical supplies. That's a lot. That is a hefty sum. They might kill Goof depending on what happens here, though.
Yeah, they would.
Because Goof's got 1 HP.
Refuse and fight.
Shit, guys, what are we gonna do? Give in to the demands, refuse and fight, tell the bandits to cool it. Well, Goof says take a detour instead. Take a detour might be the best way because we have fuel, and honestly, it might keep Goof alive.
Which we could use Goof as a scythe.
We just got Goof pumped up.
Yeah.
I think they might kill Goof if we try and fight him.
He's so low. I would say detour is the best way for us to
He's got
potentially
his
kick
HP
in.
set to 1. Like his max HP is 1, because that's what the death handshake does.
The detour could be really bad, but we're already in a really bad situation.
I think Goof's gonna die if we refuse and fight. But we'll see. It's up to the polls. It's gonna be bad. Goofy detour. Here we go. Taking the Goofster. The group decides to take a detour. This is usually a bad idea. They get lost for a full day, so finally finding an alternate route. 58 gas and food. So we're low on food, but we had some gas to spare.
True.
And Goof's still alive, so
Yeah.
that's fucking great. Thank you, guys. Visit the trader camp with 1 food.
Yeah, probably a good idea. They have
Yeah.
food.
They're asking for food.
Oh.
Or no,
never
wait.
mind.
If I trade them food, they'll give me gas or something like that.
Oof.
Ooh, trade 1 food for bullets. Well, we kind of need our food. I was hoping somebody would be able to... Okay, a hockey stick through the wall.
Perfect.
Someone had fucking anger issues here. Food?
Food?
3 food!
Hey.
That won't feed everyone, but it'll feed a little bit. Can I trade for food? For ZP? I'll do it. 4 food.
Perfect.
The real power was friendship as he takes
That
off into
gnome
the
just
sky.
yeeted out of existence. What happened?
We're gonna buy no anime.
No thanks. What
He
about
just
Always Be
fucking
Bergen?
tipped. Always Bergen is there's nothing in there.
Oh.
I tried to talk to it and it wouldn't work. And these bottom guys never have anything good, so
Yep.
we're just gonna
Later.
head on out. Get out of the way, sir.
Cool, it's Joe Anime.
Sir, you're gonna need to get out of the way. Thank you. Not the anime.
What if you killed him?
No. Oh, cool it on the anime? I'm sorry. I should have cooled it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Cool it on the anime.
Yeah, if I tell them to cool it, it would have worked out and the anime guy would have been mad. I always forget
Oh.
about the cool it option. I fucking should have. That was silly of me. I'll try and remember for next time. I'm gonna take that away from Goof so that he can have an extra slout. It was funny, yeah. The cool it on the anime is funny because the guy gets super mad. He gets super mad. He's like, but anime isn't. Because I tell him to cool it, and my character's like, anime's stupid and it was a mistake, and they're like, you need to leave right now.
What are you, Miyazaki? Get out of here.
Yep. Yeah.
Anime was a mistake. It's like, all right.
Did he actually say that, or is that a fucking meme?
He meant more like otakus and stuff, the way that anime has gone. So his more gripe is how homogenized, I don't know if homogenization is the word, but how there's tons of mecha animes and they all follow a lot of the same tropes instead
How
of
is that
being.
bad, though?
He's an old man. He's
Yeah.
grumpy. Like,
You old ornery bitch.
Miyazaki's kind of a dick too. Like, he makes good movies, but he's also still kind of a dick. And a lot of people glorify him as like this perfect human being. It's like, there's a lot of things about him that aren't exactly cool.
Not exactly.
He makes
fucking
good
kosher.
movies, and I'm not saying he's a terrible person, but some of the comments he said about his son is kind of dickish.
Oh,
It's
did he?
like, yeah.
Well,
It's
his son did make that earwig in the Witch or whatever movie, and
Yeah.
evidently that didn't turn out too well.
yeah, but
He was like, no son of mine will make a fucking terrible anime. You've been disassociated from the family. You're
They're-
not allowed in anymore.
they're fine. But yeah, some of the ways he's just kind of lambasted his son in public. It's like, come on, man.
What's Sentei saying? Holy shit, Sentei,
I'll
that is
read it,
that
yeah,
is
while you
a
do
fucking
that.
paragraph, bud.
So Sensei says, true that, the systems in place are not good enough and some companies are not considering what they're leaving behind or withholding. I think they can afford to have the games available. It's still their property though, and it's not right to undermine that authority, especially since it isn't hurting anyone to not have the game. It will default to the claims of wanting versus what one can have legally. I think that's a well thought out thought, Sensei.
What are
so-
we doing here, gang?
And this is where, like, that's why
Ooh,
this
morale is
whole
bad.
thing is tricky. I would say we want to get more morale,
But
but we're gonna
skills.
leave it to other people.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, I mean, it's a complicated issue because yeah, those games should be preserved. But how do they get preserved? What if they're just preserved? Are they preserved for the fact of people being able to play them in mass, or being preserved in the sense of that someone still owns the cartridge and it's okay, like a museum or whatnot? But and that's why it gets more like I said, Turtles in Time is not being reproduced. They even made a 3D remake that you cannot buy anymore. It is just gone. It exists only on like videos. Like you cannot play the game. Was it a good remake? No.
It doesn't really matter.
But it was the only way to play
history,
Turtles in
right?
Time. Like they haven't ported the Konami game to any other consoles. Like the only way you can get that is by having either buying an original copy or downloading a ROM. And that sucks because there are a lot of games through Konami and other game companies that maybe aren't around anymore to do that.
Definitely.
So that's what definitely sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it was different. It gets late and there's no great place to camp, so the zombies hobble around in the far distance. One might sneak up on the group while they sleep. Who should stay up and watch? I mean, we can take shifts, right?
Yeah, the internet's also,
Shifted.
despite how long it's been around, it's still in its infancy in a lot of ways. For a long time there, Nintendo was copyright striking YouTubers for playing their video games on there.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
then they changed their mind.
Which
and
is
yes,
nice.
the ROM thing has been around for a lot longer, and they're currently cracking down on that. But it's hard for me to get angry because I can see the logical side. Like, I'm still not cool with it, but at the same time, I can understand it.
For context, Nintendo used to auto-claim a majority of their videos online that were of their games, and you would have to create an account with them where you linked your YouTube account, where they would still claim it, but they would, on top of YouTube taking a cut, they would take their cut and then pay you out. So we actually got paid by, because we had a Nintendo video at the time that made a little bit of money. We actually got paid by Nintendo at one point. I have the fucking receipt for it. That says we got paid by Nintendo. I think it was Nintendo of, I don't know if it was Nintendo of America. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, I think we made like 6 cents from Nintendo at one point.
Yeah, but it wasn't to imply that you don't understand what is going on, but just getting angry about it, I can't get angry about it. For me, I just go, okay, well, that's how business works.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, but
toilet heaven.
Yeah, there's also the possibility of, you know, you can also buy ROMs and then have, not buy ROMs, but you can buy cartridges and make ROMs of them yourselves as well.
They're prohibitively expensive, a lot of them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and not all of them are available.
No, but yeah, not all of them are available. Some things are being, like, yeah, it sucks. I wish Konami would be able to.
I wish Konami wasn't such a bunch of fuckdogs.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that? How about that answer?
And Nickelodeon now owns the rights to Ninja Turtles, so I don't know who owns the rights to those games. Does Konami own the rights, or does Nickelodeon now own the rights to those Ninja Turtle games? I'm actually not quite sure. That new Ninja Turtle game looks boss, though.
Oh, hell yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it does. Oh, toilet heaven!
Toilet food.
I didn't expect there to be a bunch of
hopefully
toilets.
don't die.
There's a ton of items in here. I thought it was all going to be gas. It's food and bullets and stuff. Plus, we get closer and closer to our genie friend, which we won't get this turn because we still probably need like fucking
anyone that
30 or
creates
so
something
toilets?
blue lip,
Maybe 35.
Anyone that creates something in any way is going to want to protect what they've created because it was within their right to protect it. I think with any society, no matter what, that would always be an actuality of it. Does it have to work that way? Should the copyright law force them to take down random sites like that? No, and I mean that's why copyright law is constantly changing too. But we're also in such a minority when it comes to that, like,
copyright law hasn't even been around for a ton of time. So
yeah.
Even before, when it was an option to be able to save these things and protect them, a lot of them got fucking lost in the ether.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Video
a lot of
games are a
TVs
weird
and games and
yep.
There's a bunch of stuff out there that just never got copied or kept, and I think the idea of wanting to keep that stuff is great.
Yeah. But
and at least archive it and have history of it, you know?
We're in such the infancy of even video games. If you think in the grand scheme of things.
Think about TV too. Like, there's so much TV that's been lost.
Yeah, TV from the 50s. TVs got introduced, what, in the 50s? Created probably in the 40s, around there?
I don't know the exact history, but I'd say it was probably before the 50s. I just, at what point did they become a standard in the American
but if you think of it in the grand scheme of things, like, well, automobiles have been around for over 100 years.
America.
TV's been around, I guess, for almost 100 years. Video games have really only been, like, in prominence since, like, 85, so about 30 years.
Early 80s, right?
Early 80s, and yes, you can go back further, but in terms of games being to the point of, like, these are the games that we care about, that we're preserving and archiving, like the Atari games and so on and so forth, Nintendo. So a lot of that stuff is in a weird kind of thing, because archival hasn't really been thought of towards like how art was thought of.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, oh, well, we're going to try and preserve this art. And not all art, unfortunately, gets preserved. It's just the way of things. You can't preserve everything. I do agree. Hey, I don't think they should be taking down ROM sites. I don't think it's a big deal because I don't think it affects their margin profits at all. But that's how the law works right now. And yeah, I'm all for them changing stuff so it doesn't have to be as aggressively done, because it hurts a lot of people that shouldn't have to get hurt.
Yeah. Especially if they're going to take it into their own fucking hands to keep it around themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, if you're going to put more effort to take it down than you are to actually going to preserve it or keep it going, that's problematic.
Laws are how society works, and societies need laws in order to function, to hold people accountable, and you need to adjust those laws as time goes on to better serve the people in a community.
Yup. It's unfortunate.
Communities that don't have laws tend to dissolve and deteriorate and fall under the pressure amongst that.
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, societies need systems in place to be able to hold people accountable, and that's one of those things. Copyright laws also help people that create original comics protect their comics that aren't part of big corporations and change. So there are copyright laws that actually protect small creators as well.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-all. Like, you can't say fuck that law, but only when it's specifically for this company, you know?
Oh, I think
Because there's other people that benefit from it too. There's a lot of individual creators that benefit from that very same thing. Where
Man,
like
if
they
somebody
have the
started
rights.
selling TMM merch, I'd fucking be like, dude, that ain't cool.
If someone started selling my stuff and was like, hey, I created this, it's like, no, you didn't. I created it.
Darkstar's definitely cool about fire safety, so we're doing that one.
No, and I mean, I feel bad too for the people that get screwed over by that very same thing, who were just trying to preserve stuff in their own way.
Yeah.
And typically, most of those people just get a DNA, which is like, well, not a DNA, but they're like,
What was it? Takedown? What the hell is that?
takedown. I'm not sure what it is. Most people just get a takedown.
I kept
thing.
thinking DNR, like do not resuscitate.
Yeah, no.
Are we gonna take Dante or are we gonna leave Dante?
Yeah,
Gang?
let us know. The only time people really get in trouble and have to pay money are like the person that was selling it for, who was making around 30 grand a year selling ROMs.
Cease and desist. Thank you, Jack.
Cease and desist. That's where you start getting in trouble. A lot of times, like,
A C and D.
hey, I don't like it when people make fan games of Nintendo properties and Nintendo shuts them down. I think that's overly aggressive because Sega has
Fuck yeah, it
proven
is.
that they can go, they let fans make games, have Sonic festivals, and it's fine. I don't like it, Nintendo's aggressive ways they go about it. I think it's unnecessary and dumb.
Uh-oh. It looks like our stream is fucking tanking.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is the stream tanking? Oh, looks like it's back up. Nope, it's tanking.
Yeah, like
What the
that Chrono
hell?
Trigger remake from back in the day.
Can you guys hear us? We're gonna leave him. I think the stream might be tanking right now. We're at 145 kilobytes per second. 202 kilobytes per second. And we're getting frame data loss. Or frame loss? I can't remember.
The
exact
time that
name.
I've heard artists getting screwed over by anything has mostly been because they've been work for hire, and that's where it falls under that weird thing. But a lot of creators are copywriting their work, so that way it can't be taken advantage.
Hopefully
Also,
it's back. It looks like it's hopefully back, guys.
unfortunately, the system also in place is like, if you don't have the money to enforce that copyright law, that's where it can also be in trouble. So, yes, there should be a better system, but I just don't get as angry about that.
Ooh, we are losing frames. We're still losing stuff. What the hell?
Mine got delayed heavy.
Yeah, it's... God, our internet keeps cutting down to 0. You see it down there?
Huh. I mean,
It's dying.
we're almost at the 2
Night,
hour
Jay.
thing. Night, Jay.
Guys, I don't know if you can hear this or not. I hope you guys can hear it. Oh my God, what is... Did you see it go up to 14,000?
Wow, that's a lot. That's like when you play old MMOs and it would just ping back up to like a crazy amount.
Guys, the stream seems to be not doing so hot. We have it set to 6,000.
That's 755
And it's pinging between
kilobytes.
700 to 9,000, 700 to 15,000, 732 now, 4,741.
Someone's trying to stop Sam from telling you secrets. I just level-headed. I just try and think of an approach of it's like, all right, well, what's a solution instead of just getting angry?
Yeah.
And that's my main thing.
I can't believe it's 18,000 kilobytes per second right now. Well, guys, we'll come back next time because it seems to be getting fucky, and we're already at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
I know we're real close. Shit,
Pat can
we
hear.
can't-
So Pat, if you could let them know, and Puggy
we
can hear
can't
it.
we can't do it right now.
Wi-Fi vampires in action.
We have to go through this one and then I can save it.
I blame Jebediah
So we'll do
or
that,
whoever
but-
started this madness.
Yeah, we'll try and get through this area real quick, and
Yeah.
hopefully it'll catch on stream.
Well, Pat says they can hear us, and Puggy says they can hear us. So
Okay,
a couple people
it's
can.
fucking jumping around, man.
No, it's hip hop and all that stuff.
It says we've lost 1.4% of our frames. That sucks.
But yeah, I think that anger can also be a good thing in changing laws as long as it's directed in a positive approach too.
If it's directed towards change
Yeah.
and making things better for people.
Yeah,
then fuck
because there needs to be a little bit of anger because you need to be a bit angry in order to get things done. But that doesn't
gotta be motivated.
shouldn't turn into violence. But that anger can be a great motivator for making sure to get things changed. And like I said, I'm for copyright law changing. I'm for it being better.
It's
Like-
not fixed yet, guys. We're still
Yeah.
losing frames. Hopefully it's playing well for you guys, but yeah. We've lost 3,499 frames.
You know that saying, "We'll form a more perfect union"? Yeah.
Hopefully.
Like, change supposed to happen. You're supposed to change laws and adjust things and not hold on to values that were held in the, 200 years ago, because maybe some of them were really bad.
Yep. Squizzy. We're not terribly close. I mean, we're 3 days away, plus the final raid and everything else is still, that's gonna take like
I can't get behind
another
that
15,
at all. I
20
can never
minutes.
get behind that, of just like, yeah, violence just like ends justify the means. Like, I'm sorry, I can't go behind that.
Sometimes you just gotta kill a motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. That just, you can use anger to like make sure your voices are heard, but as soon as it turns into violence, a lot of that sometimes gets lost. Now, violence can be taken into a bunch of different contexts, but
Let's go.
there's never a reason to physically assault someone. Well, that's not entirely true.
Retro is. Are you still losing frames? Because we're still at 3,499 frames lost. So hopefully it should be evened out now.
but who keeps Bull in the fridges?
I do. You got to keep them cold and fresh.
I mean, yeah.
Darkstar attempts to fix the car, or Pat punches it. We don't know
What
Pat's
about all
strength.
the peaceful protests we had this summer?
Ooh, mechanical. We don't know either of them. Either. Let's get one.
To say violence is sometimes the only way things are heard, I don't necessarily agree with that.
Let's get one last poll out, if we can, Blue. Please. And then once we get back into the car or walking, then we can safely save the game and go through. If Blue's still around and able to get it. Do we gotta...
Yeah, healthy anger is a good thing. It drives you forward.
There we go.
And
Thank
good
you.
stuff. When people seek to do something, as Sente says, to just vent their anger, that's when it spells trouble, Hatfields and McCoy type of trouble. I don't know what that means, Sente, but I agree with that sentiment.
Oh god, Hatsfields and McCoys? That's fucking crazy shit.
I don't know what any of that is.
God damn you, Blue. Time down, YouTube hero. Well, the poll is up. How are we gonna go about fixing this car?
We will find out. Pat punches the car. Sounds like a great way.
I think Pat's gonna probably punch the car. I
Sounds
don't know
like
how
a
the
good
poll's
idea.
gonna go, but I think Pat's gonna probably end up punching that car.
But yeah, anger can be a good drive and can really help. Like, you need to be angry. You can be angry with words too and show that.
Don't accept life's lemons. Get mad.
Yeah,
Demand
get
to
mad.
see life's manager. I don't want you stinging lemons.
I'm gonna burn your house down with the lemons. Don't actually burn down houses. I don't want people to go to jail for arson.
Oh, pop the hood, and it's broken. With that, gang, we will call it a day. We don't have a car. We have 3 days left. It's fucking...
Hot.
It is 92 degrees in this room right now.
I made the whole stream till the very end without saying anything.
So that's a big one. Yeah, those last 3 days are long too because of the raids or what do you call them? Sieges. So we'll come back to this next Thursday.
Yeah, everybody, thanks for joining us. Thanks for
y'all
watching the
being here.
VODs.
Again, I know Bear's not here, but
thank you, Bear,
Thank
for
you
the
for the
raid.
raid, Bear.
Yeah, go check out Bear, Sucre Bear on Twitter. SUCREBEAR.
They have multiple accounts too, so I'm not
They
entirely
do.
sure which one is their private one, which one is their stuff. So I
one.
can't really give them the ad. Sucre Bear is probably definitely one of them.
If you check out our fan art section, you can find out more of Bear's stuff that they did for the channel.
Yeah,
They'll
totally.
probably find a way to figure more of that stuff out.
Our Twitter should have some of their most recent fan art posted up on there
Yes.
too. So you
We're
should
getting out of
and
here,
it's
it's
and it's backlinked. So thank you all for being here. We'll see you guys later. Here come the motherfucking credits.
Thank you, Blue Lip.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Blue, for running the polls too. We'll see you this Sunday for more Psychonauts. We'll see you next Thursday for more Death Road to Canada. Beep, bop, boo.